Hi, all. Welcome to our Angler World podcast. So today we are at the Crime Cafe. I'm Sandeep.
I'm Navin.
Hi, this is Lokesh.
Here we have one guest today. This is Naseer. He's our friend and also our colleague. So Naseer, I can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Naseer. I'm ex-colleague with Navin and soon to be ex-colleague with Sandeep and Lokesh.
But you are the leaving company. Oh, okay.
We are leaving, right? Soon to be.
Logically right.
Continue.
So today's topic we can start with this is a year end, right? What do you think about your past year and that year revision and all these things happened this year? And what are the future you're thinking about next year, about your life and everything?
I usually don't have any New Year resolutions because life has its own challenges and surprises for me. So I can't say it. So, but this year was too much of roller coaster because I had a lot of health issues, and then I think there's no much going out this year. There's too much work.
Too much work. Tell something positive, no? First you should tell
I'll
positive, then we will discuss about negative.
No, it's like people will feel it is negative, then okay, in hyper will
Okay.
elevation.
For more negative, so then we'll talk only about negative. Usually we'll tell positive first because only 2-3 will be there. Then we'll start negative like hundreds of.
So it's like nothing started this year.
Nothing started this year.
At this starting of this year, our critical resource Navin left our company. So then I had a lot of
Yeah, I left the
responsibilities
company
at
this
work.
year,
So then from work perspective, there was too much stress because one critical resource left. Then I had to handle with the other team members. So
This
then,
is like indirectly like scolding me.
and then Lokesh also left the team.
That's all.
So our team size got reduced. Then after that is when I was into too much work, then I got one more speed breaker. My health got affected. And then I had to get a surgery done. Now I am fine. Let's see what happens next year.
Tell Lokesh, your past recap of the year.
Yeah,
We started podcast this year, right?
Mostly,
Mostly what? Hello.
so this year I thought it's 2025 and it's like 2 plus 2 plus 2 is like 5 and we add all this. I thought 9, so it's a lucky number. I'll be having very big blast or something.
That happened.
So firstly, I got the knee surgery that's done, and then in the middle of the year I got food poison. So that is also done. So yeah,
Tell some positive also. Everything negative so far.
He left company.
That is
I put peppers.
debatable for some people. Yeah.
So yeah, some good things that has happened in this year is like mostly
It's okay. We are getting break
Coffee
for
was chalu.
things.
in this year mostly we had a
Using separately.
Tell no.
one second.
Continue.
Yeah. So shall I start? Yeah.
We are waiting for you only.
You guys are doing all the things.
You are not speaking anything. That's why we are
Okay.
like stuck. You continue.
He's saying to stop. Wait. In this year, mostly we visited different types of places, different restaurants, and also exploring the cafes and having a good amount of time for recording the podcast. And also, yes,
Yeah, we also went for cycling.
cycling is a cycle track. that we
Positive,
have-
positive.
Yes, so we went couple of times for the cycle track, and that's a really good thing.
Couple of times. Sir.
Uh,
Oh, betrayal.
Today morning, yes, I went for that.
You also went?
No, I should not go.
You shouldn't go, right? So yeah, we explored mostly Hyderabad and different types of the cafes and
Because of
food over
podcast.
there, and also some place I also got poison, so that's also another story. So apart from that, considering the career wise, ChatGPT, which came into existence and which came into our daily life thing.
This year only,
for
not last
code,
year.
I mean, in
More-
terms
more.
of the coding, yeah.
No, we got
more.
GitHub Copilot in office. So we're
Copilot
using that.
has come into existence, and yes, apart from that, there is a certain other thing which is like in career wise, when in considering, like I explore that not just in one aspect of learning things is you, I mean, like explored, but in different like for suppose I was previous, my technologies were like C++. Now I'm able to explore even C# and also the other technologies. So that is something which is good. I felt.
Nobody is watching this podcast, so nobody will call you for job from this.
Okay, so we can come to our list. Naseer, I think we came to Mysore one day, but you are not there. So that's your first job, right?
No, I was there. You and Navin went out on a bike. You had an accident, and then you were busy with the hospital. Then I went away for a road trip.
What accident? Who had?
You were not
Who
there
had an
right that
accident?
time.
No, so like you had an accident. Next day we started for Chikmagalur. So you did not join us because of Sandeep.
That
Chikmagalur, I also came, right?
No, this is second trip. For this trip you did not come because
This
you
is
had
a-
an accident and knee
This is
injury.
Infosys story, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Tell the
can
story.
start from that. So what was your first job experience, like interview?
Continue.
This is what you should not do all those. We get
Why are you showing him?
distracted, not irritated.
Oh, sorry.
Distracted.
How was your first job interview experiences, and what was your like excitement and everything when you joined?
Tell about education also. MTech, right? BTech in, MTech in. Good know, people should know, right?
Yes, like I joined Infosys, that was my first company, and then I did not know anything about coding and C++ and all because I know for sure that I am not built for coding, but somehow they selected me for Infosys.
What did you do for BTech and MTech?
I studied.
Studied what? What course?
I
What is
did
your
my
specialization?
BTech in instrumentation and then did MTech in instrumentation. Say,
So it's totally irrelevant of coding.
yeah. So because I know for sure that I am not built for C++ because the only backlog that I had in BTech was C++
Computer science.
compared to science C++. So I know that I don't know coding. So then to be sure that I am not fit for coding, I joined a institute that teaches Python, C++, SQL. Even there I could not get anything. So I was sure that I am not built for coding.
During college time you did that?
In BTech, this happened in BTech.
Okay.
Then I wrote GATE. Then via GATE I got into MTech. In MTech, Infosys was the company that attended us first. Somehow they selected me, I don't know how.
It's usually like that.
After that, then I thought we'll give it a try. Then in Infosys, they have training program where all the freshers join, they go to Mysore. They have a huge campus.
That's where you met Navin, right?
No, this is after training. This I met Navin in
He'll
second
come,
training.
he'll come. Hold that phone, no? Because he's speaking low, it is not coming.
Okay.
I have mic, right?
No, for him to
For him to see the
Okay.
hold it.
So after that, in that training, I think the training in Infosys was good. So I was able to learn Python, not in C++, but only Python and SQL. That is where I got to know that I am good at SQL. Is to get good score. Then they gave location of Hyderabad. I came back to Hyderabad. Hyderabad is fine.
So training in Mysore, first
Yeah.
job assigning in Hyderabad.
Python. Then they gave a stream on SAP. So
Like you selected it or
no, they gave SAP.
based on
No, that is a random selection.
Infosys?
SAP ABAP. I did not like SAP. It was not my cup of tea. So then I came to Hyderabad. It was like I was on bench. There was no project. Few of my team members got project. They were still on bench. Then we had this program in Infosys, specialist programmer. In that there was this self-driving car and all. So I thought that was exciting because I like automobiles. Then I wrote that exam. I along with another 5 of my friends wrote. Somehow only I qualified. They did not.
5 in Hyderabad.
5 in Hyderabad. But it was a group effort in the examination. But somehow they were not
Okay,
selected.
okay. Oh, Infosys. Right.
So then we had an interview with Mr. Gupta. He asked a lot of questions. I don't know. Somehow I was able to convince him. He selected me. Then I went to Mysore. The amazing part was in Mysore for trainees you will have color tags, red, green and blue.
Yeah.
So they are like college students, all the security guys, everybody will not give you value kind of say if you come late into the campus, you are not allowed into the campus after 10. So you have to stand outside. But with black tag you can go at 12 o'clock. So that was our
means you
excitement.
already became a
Yeah. So you
Became what?
employee.
Okay.
from training
Training time you will have those color tags.
color
Okay.
tags, then
Once
you'll
you are
get
a permanent employee,
Okay.
after the training there will be
Okay.
exam.
after training is done, you qualified, you will get black tag.
Black tag.
Okay.
So black tag is like senior guy.
You can come anytime, go anytime, nobody cares.
Okay.
So earlier when I was in Mysore, it was color tag. Now when I went back to Mysore, it is black tag. So we'll have special privileges.
Okay.
Okay.
And the accommodation was different. In the training, there was like hostels, two sharing like big buildings. Now we have like 2 floor building, like small buildings. So accommodation was different.
You had sharing when you were in training?
Yes, two sharing.
I had single room.
We got two sharing.
Okay.
So in training it was good, black tag, so we can come anytime, go out anytime. So we can bring laptop into the campus. Got laptop. Came on my bike. So then we used to go out, and because when we were in training, if you have to eat biryani because food was not that good, campus, if you want to eat something spicy, you have to go out. But you have to come. You can't go out after 8. You can't come in after 10. So we have to be punctual. So now we can go out at 11 o'clock. Log in at 12 o'clock. That we are doing. That was exciting stuff for me back then. That is where I met Navin and Jyoti.
Okay.
So Navin was already in Mysore, but same program he shifted to this. Then I met Srigandan, Raghav. So I was sitting with Raghav. I don't remember on this side. This side was Raghav, the left side for me.
You remember this much? And
Uh,
you were
so-
sitting behind me, right?
uh.
Okay, that is not important.
So then they taught us about this Python self-driving and all this. So all that was good. Then they gave again options to select the location. I selected Mysore because we thought very less salary back then. Mysore was comfortable because Bangalore and Pune were too costly.
Yeah.
So I selected Mysore. Then the other thing with Mysore was there are a lot of hill stations nearby where we can go for bike rides. That was another good option. So then me and Jyoti shifted as roommates. And Navin was staying with his Kerala batch. And then one day we were planning for Chikmagalur trip. Then Navin told a friend of mine is coming. He said okay. He took a friend's bike. He said they went out somewhere for restaurant lunch. Then he called. I had an accident. Then his whole knee and leg was bleeding.
Who is that friend?
I just know that it was friend back then. I don't remember
they
the
did not
name.
meet. It's like me and my
Did not meet.
college mate. We were sharing room there in Mysore. Then Sandeep and another college mate. They were working in Bangalore. They came for a weekend. So we had Vivek's bike. One bike was there, and then we got another bike from somewhere. Then we went for some trip and all. Everything over. Then Sunday evening they were planning to go back to Bangalore. So I was like, we'll book auto or something. You go like because I'm scared of riding bike. And we were like, no, bike is there now. We'll go. It was raining and all, but we were like, okay, we'll go. So I took bike. Sandeep was with me. The other two friends in the other bike. Then something happened and some.
It's really something. It's like it was like almost it's rained that day.
Okay.
So everything was pretty good in that highway. So when we are going near the highway, some car came from the Coconut Road suddenly and started to brake. So that bike skipped due to the flat and
Who was riding? Who was riding?
Freddy, I'm sitting behind. So that bike just slide. After that, I think my knee and his hand was a little bit broken.
Even his leg was damaged.
And legs. Both. My leg was a little bit.
So that is the reason he doesn't go on bikes
No, he was scared for bikes even before
even
that.
before also.
Then I think I think some people came after us. And, they put him in one other bike and they sent him.
Yeah. Bike
they
or auto
told me to
something.
follow something like
The
that.
people who came there, they were like, oh, put one guy in one bike. With the
They told me to follow us.
somewhere.
But they went ahead of me. Like, I don't know the route and everything. I don't know where they left. I was riding straight and I am not seeing these people. Then I called Ashraf and I didn't Shaji,
The other two friends.
the other colleagues. And they told that they already reached that hospital. I was still riding in the street. Then I came back. Then we have some minor
Scratches.
dress up and everything. After that,
So you, in the whole process, you were at hostel. So
I don't know, I was in
you
room.
are not aware of any of this.
Like college people.
Like,
Said he's going out. Next day we were planning for Chikmagalur. Then we went to his room to meet him to see how much the damage was. If he can come up with us to the trip or not.
That is their intention.
By then Sandeep absconded. He was not there.
oh, you left.
He left for Bangalore.
That is it. But
So-
I know that you are attended some hackathon in Infosys.
Because I slept. I think I was the only one who was sleeping in that hackathon that day.
What was your experience? First
It was great.
How do you know about hackathon?
Sorry.
How did he told? He told.
What did I say?
I don't know.
Today he didn't
So
say.
places you told.
Maybe he just okay recollected that his Infosys.
That was part of the process, right? Like learning and first training and everything.
No, after that we were on bench. There was not much happening.
What is your first experience regarding like when you joined the job? First assessment or they give one job to you and you are too excited about to start something.
But I'm trying to.
I don't know. There was nothing much because
noise, right?
I mean, like
In-
or too confused about or something like that.
No, it's like-
how to start or tension or something.
no, nothing was there because there was no project in the first
He is
place.
adding extra masala.
So when we were sitting, so there was a cubicle. At one end I was sitting, the other end, and Navin was sitting. That was my first interaction with him. We were sitting there. There was no project. We were simply chilling. So, but that is when we got these big workstations, like
Yeah.
64 GB RAM, with huge GPUs, like green color glowing like this.
Which
Huge
year is it?
workstations.
Like
This was 2018.
2018,
So that
64
time,
GB
Vishal
RAM.
Sikka-
Yeah, that's
Vishal
very
Sikka was
huge,
the CEO of Infosys.
Uh,
Vishal Sikka.
Vishal. Okay.
So he's Infosys is more like service-based company, right? But Vishal Sikka is like product mindset. So he's like, we should do something for product. So he started a lot of things. That one of the initiative was this, that we should do some automation kind of thing, and we should get some projects like that.
This regarding some autonomous mobile robots or something.
No,
No,
this
this idea was that we should have some self-driving something so
Okay.
that we have the capability, we can provide that as a service.
it's like Infosys is not just a service-based company; it should have its own product.
Product developers, that kind of mindset he had. That's how they had this program with Udacity, and they selected us, and they invested a lot of money for a golf cart, these workstations, and all those things. But then that guy animated.
So then it was like exciting. Like we had huge workstations, me one, Navin one, then Jyoti had one. So, but we don't know what to do with it because there was no project back then. So that is how Carla started. They wanted some project, and Carla started. It was like very exciting. So it's like you go to office. Once Carla is installed, you will be driving car in that simulator and all. So there's no project. So go to office, drive around car, play for some time, then come back. That was what we are doing. So then the project started.
So Carla is like a simulator for
Simulator.
the autonomous vehicle development.
So it has its own scenarios. That is how I got hooked up into this simulator stuff. It was good. Back then I wanted to do reinforcement learning. So the main agenda of this self-driving was it learns on its own how to drive a car. But my thing was I wanted it to drive in a way that I drive. So I wanted to teach it my way of driving. So one way of doing it was reinforcement learning back then, based on the limited knowledge that I have. So that dream is still pending. I'm not able to do it even now. So it's like I'll drive and give it to a model. The model will learn, the car will learn how to drive, and then that is it will drive in the simulated Carla environment. That did not happen. Then I bought Alienware laptop also to achieve it. But
But
then
it is more
Like
Mostly
official
go
story. Official story is we need to do this, but unofficially we want to play game.
That's what. But it is used for.
yeah, I bought games
So
after
that
that.
we already know that we should do Carla things, but we have to install this game also.
Recently, we also saw one of the pages on NVIDIA ISAC simulator, where it is also giving reinforcement learning, which is also a part of, ISAC simulators. So, as he mentioned, one of the Carla simulators, ISAC sim is another one simulator, which is
That
also
came
a
recently, right?
for mobile robots. Yes.
Yeah, that is recent,
That
but
time, we had limited.
that is high level stuff. Even Carla has in its Git repo, it already has reinforcement learning. It is already giving all this.
Yes, yes.
But even then, we are not doing it.
That is different story. Yeah.
So after buying my laptop, I finished 2-3 games. That is another story.
We played together, all three of us played together one game.
Tom Clancy.
Clancy's Division 2.
Division 2. So the limitation with this, even after buying such costly laptop, I am not able to do it because these are limitations. Because I only have 16 GB RAM, I have to increase it to 32 GB minimum, and then hard disk is only 1 TB. That's already filled with games. So there's no space for installing Carla simulator. So I have to buy one more. There's slot for hard disk, so I have to buy it because of financial limitations. I'm
But
not
later we actually, there's this guy called Sendex in YouTube. So we actually started his course on it. Like he will implement stuff and show us. So we were also parallelly implementing. Then in between he told, so now next we are going to reinforcement learning. You go to my reinforcement learning course and then we'll continue. Then we stop.
Yeah, I did. So I did reinforcement learning also a little bit. I ran because in my old laptop it has GPU. That was the same intention. I bought it in college. So I don't know difference between NVIDIA and AMD. Whichever was cheaper, I bought that GPU. But
Which are cheaper?
AMD was cheaper.
You had AMD then?
AMD then.
Ryzen.
Ryzen Pros GPU. So the thing was I could play games in that, but after joining self-driving thing, I got to know that you need NVIDIA GPU for training deep learning models. So with the GPU, I was only playing games.
That's the excuse too.
GPU,
then,
talking about GPUs, it's something which
Yeah, we'll come to that later. I know here where you are going. So then after that in Infosys, then what did you do? Next the phase.
Then what happened was everybody was leaving company.
Yeah, don't tell the company name and all.
We don't have projects. You can cut this if you want. So like we
Don't tell
were
company name, that's it.
Ah.
The rest of the things.
Oh.
Current company, don't tell. Name, don't tell.
we were exploring for opportunities. I was not serious about exploring. So everybody was making resumes. So I also made a resume.
But why? It was like fun, right, in Infosys.
So it was fun.
Colorful workstations.
With that fun, I created resume. So I thought I shared it to a friend of mine who was a HR. So I shared it to him for his suggestion, feedback. But he told there's an opportunity in our company, you can join.
So that's an automotive.
So they were scheduling an interview that weekend in Bangalore. So then the next day he pinged, do you have any other resumes? So I shared Navin's.
Jodis.
Jyoti already got a call via Naukri.com. I
okay,
shared Suji's.
Suji is another colleague of us.
So we four attended the interview. That was another experience.
So the reason for this is because by then Infosys got to know that we are going away from our service mindset. So they fired Vishal Sita. So that means our project got over. So they politely told us that this project is getting over. We can move to some other project. So then we were all.
where is now Vishal Sikka right now?
I think he went to SAP after that. I'm not sure. SAP HANA, I think.
He started his own startup also. That also I heard somewhere.
I'm not sure. He went for SAP after that. He started his own or something.
Something. So that's why he was searching for another job, and then we went to Bangalore for interview. Then
That was experience on its own. I don't know. I was too confident in that interview. It's like two guys went before me. So like Suji and Navin or Jyoti went. They both went for the interview. They came out, and then it was me and the other guy. So they asked him in questions were asked in Python. So I went in. I was waiting. I don't know the interviewer. I will not take the name. He was kind of taking interview for two people at the same time. So he was in the other room. I was simply sitting and playing around with papers. What was there in the room was roaming. So the one HR came out. What are you doing here? I said, waiting for the interview. He said the interviewer. He came and asked. He said the basic stuff. Tell me about yourself, all this stuff. Then he gave 3 questions. Me out of 4 current asked C++ or Python.
so much confidence, sir.
This is too much confidence. Because he asked Python earlier, I was comfortable with Python. He said, look, C++ or Python. He said C++.
Obviously, he will
I was
say
shocked. Okay, I thought we'll do it. So there was one problem. You will have the basic sorting and the other stuff, right? So he gave an array sorting stuff. I said dot sort. To work. He said not dot sort. You have to do it manually. So because I was already preparing with Leith code and hacker rank, I know the sorting stuff. So he did the same thing and did one thing. Sorting was done. He asked few more questions. Then he asked about, because we were not into SSH, we had direct access to the Linux systems. So we were not using too much of commands to control because we had UI. So then he asked me, because in the company that he was interviewing for, they did not have any monitors or something, they were taking SSH of the Linux systems. So everything you have to do is via terminal. So even copy, move, paste, everything you have to do it via shortcuts. So he asked,
Those SCP commands.
how do you copy
CP is for
from?
copy.
How do you copy from file from one folder to another folder? I said,
CP.
that is CP. Copy CP. I did not know back then because it was only
Yeah,
control
we
C,
never
control
used
V.
it right now.
So I told, I don't know between folders, but I know between systems.
Because we used
So
to do
it's too
that.
confident. He said, okay, tell me between systems. I told SCP same, that was done because we were having multiple systems, right? In the system, we are using
GUI.
mouse and stuff, GUI.
Yes.
So between systems, we have to send data, right?
Yes.
So we were using SCP. So I told SCP that I know. Then he told, okay, fine with that. Because Linux was too new back then in the other company. So he was kind of okay with that. Said, okay, we got a mail later on that we were selected. I moved to this new company, we moved to Hyderabad. Then me and Navin were roommates.
Jyoti joined.
Even Jyoti got early release, maybe
Yeah.
10-15 days earlier than us.
So he
So
joined early.
He
Yeah,
joined
Jyoti
earlier.
joined as your roommate, I think. That's what I added actually.
No.
In Infosys, he was his roommate. Like we were all in the same
Okay.
self-driving car thing. So I was already there in Mysore, right? So I was already.
He already
staying
had a
with
room.
my-
Okay. Got it.
So then Jyoti got early release, so he joined here first.
Mhm.
Then we both came here together to join on the same day.
So then we moved as roommates. We moved to hostel because Jyoti came earlier. He was already staying in a hostel. So then we three shifted to same hostel, right?
Yeah, because
Ah.
we only get accommodation from office for like 1 week.
1 week.
So after that, we have to search for home. Right?
That's for the present company that you're working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
current company.
So we three shifted to a hostel.
Okay.
Hostel, but Naseer can't stay in the hostel for so long.
We shifted to room.
Room.
That is another story.
Me and
Me and Navin shifted.
I was about to tell me and Navin. Me and Navin.
Jyoti was still staying in the hostel. Then COVID happened. Post COVID, he moved with us. So we were staying in a room. Then I got married. I shifted out. Navin and Jyoti were staying together.
One night it's over.
Then Jyoti got married. He shifted. And that is when the guy who caused the accident in the Mysore came back into Navin's life again. He shifted to Hyderabad.
That's Sandeep.
He didn't cause the accident. Why are you blaming him?
You were
You
with
are
him,
the one
right?
riding, right? You are the one who like riding. the-
Navin was
I
there.
was riding very slowly. I don't know how to put brake and all. So I'm going very slowly. But car guy, like, they don't care. Right? They came from side road into main road and then by the time we fell and checked, he's like far away. That fast he went. So out of my knowledge, I put all the brakes that I know. Skidded and that's how that.
Okay. I understood. Yeah.
Then Navin told, I had an accident back in Mysore. That guy is searching
guy.
for job.
This guy.
Searching for job. I think I'll
Referral.
I'll refer him here. I said okay. So then interview was done. Then he got selected. But then I was not in India. I went for BT. So
Mine. Okay, please.
so then Sandeep joined. I was not here. I came back from BT.
So I was also not here when Sandeep joined.
Where were you?
I went to Korea that time.
He was at the BT actually. That's what I
For
remember.
interview, you were not there.
Interview I was not there.
For interview, he was not there. That time I was.
Even when he joined, I think I was on leave. I think when he joined, I was on leave. I was not there. For interview, I was not there. For joining, I was
you
on
were
leave.
I was in Korea then.
So after 1 week or something came. This guy is Navin's friend.
Who told you?
Sahu or someone.
Everyone knows. Even I know at that point. I was
Because
just
for interview, we all went.
I think when I came to the first interview, Navin was here. But he
Rahul, I think.
wasn't there.
Rahul is with you.
Rahul was there.
Rahul
but
was there.
Naseer
Everyone
wasn't
was-
there.
I was not there for the
Naseer was
interview.
there. He was in BT. Then
Maybe.
when he joined, Navin was not there. He was here. Then we went to BT and he was here. So
BT is business.
BT
is business.
Yeah, we know that you have traveled abroad with for work and for friends and have visited more than 3 countries, right? More than for roadside countries, right? So, what is your experience like when you went abroad first time? I mean, you went for work or personal?
I traveled for the first time when I was a kid.
traveling.
When I first traveled, I was a kid. I don't know anything.
No, then you should remember, right? You will get special privileges in plane and all.
Back then, I was like 6th class or something. I went there. But then I don't know.
Then where?
I went to Sudan.
Okay.
I went via Emirates Airlines. So back then in Emirates, they used to give this suitcase for lunch. They used food in the flight, right? They gave it in a suitcase or something that has few toys and then few that I can play around with. I don't know that I can keep it. So once that is done, I returned it. I got to know that we can keep it after becoming an adult. After BTech or somewhere when I traveled again internationally, then they are giving for kids. Then I realized, oh, I could have kept that. I don't know.
But then
What did you
usually,
just call it? Free ticket?
No, they'll give small toys kind of
Toys,
stuff that you can play with.
like when we are kids and traveling alone, we will have special privileges. Like air hostess will always come and cheer us up. And usually they will check if we eat food, if we leave toys, and they will take our. You can take, you can keep. They will take. Maybe closed everything and gave.
Closed
okay,
and
they
gave
took
away.
and gave what to.
And back then I used to have nausea, so I had for the first flight I remember everything was fine. I know that I have motion sickness kind of. I was kind of ready for it. And then everything was normal. I ate food, I slept, and everything happened. And they gave an announcement, ready for landing. Because everything was fine. But then they used air refresh across the flight like this. With that smell, I got one nausea. Everything was fine till then.
The different smell will come.
Yeah, that smell triggered it. So then I don't know what happened.
Oh no.
That was my experience with Emirates.
Because like when you first went to about this, like what is the language and everything? How you are?
Language is Arabic in Sudan, but because I was kid, I'm not handling stuff. That was fine.
Your parents were there.
My mom was there while traveling, and then after going there, my dad was there.
Oh, you didn't travel alone then?
No, I did not travel alone as a kid.
Obviously.
I
Then
traveled alone.
later on,
We did.
You did
the
that?
other trip was just before COVID. Like me and Navin were roommates, right? I went to Dubai. My brother had a daughter, so we went to meet her.
iPad. That is when I told him to bring iPad.
That is when
That is why I put it 0 to 2020. February 2020 he bought this. Not passed 0 to 2020.
it's like that's when I went to Dubai. But on the way back, I traveled to India. I was having a little bit cough or something. Not sure. Then I'm not sure I had cough. Then Navin had cold. He had cough. So then we got news that international travel, COVID and all this was happening. Then we took Navin to hospital. Doctor gave normal medication for cold.
This is for the COVID thing?
No, he did not have COVID. He was
Just
having
cold,
normal cold.
Okay.
But because of the news and paranoia, everything,
Okay.
so
So
he thinks
this
he had
is
COVID.
when you came back from Dubai.
Dubai, yeah. This
And
is
you came back from
No, he was
I was
here.
here
You,
only.
okay,
He was
okay, okay,
here.
okay, 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 got it.
This is 2020 Feb. I went to Dubai, came back. Then he got cold. He was coughing. So then there was paranoia in the news that COVID causes cough and all this stuff and all. He got scared. So then we went to hospital.
This is in 2020 March or April?
April, Feb.
Okay.
0 to just now. It was
Yes, he continuously telling February. Yes, he's asking February.
February. This happened.
February 2020.
So this is somewhere around.
This is like password thing. Okay, that's fine. I forgot. Yeah.
No, same month I got.
Same month.
So this was somewhere on 20th or something. So then 1 week we had. Then Feb 27 or something lockdown happened, right?
March, I think. That's why I was asking March. That's why I specifically mentioned March. Because I remember it's lockdown started in March.
March 27.
March 22nd.
That time was fun. Like
See, lockdown happened March 27, but before that they were having a lot of news restrictions and all. The restrictions that we can't go around.
22nd around.
they directly did lockdown. We were all just scared. We were scared. Like we went to Ratnadi, bought a lot of stuff and kept at home 1 week before.
Because I
And our
remember.
company shifted to a new building also at that time, so we were.
Okay.
Yeah, because everybody shifted to the new location, but workstations were not moved. Same. In this new company also, when we joined, that is when they procured huge workstations, similar to what we had in the old company. That's when I had one workstation, Navin had one. So we took workstation each. We are doing stuff in that. And when everybody shifted to the new location, these workstations could not move because of the documentation, SCG stuff, paperwork. So we stayed back in the old office. Then the lockdown happened. So we got, I think, even then we were traveling to office to work on this. So what happened was, in our floor there was no one except me, Navin, one more guy, and our manager. That's it. We four were sitting in a floor, an empty floor with these workstations. That's it. and then that is when the project started.
In the old office you are telling.
Old office, and that is when we got to know about Mr. Sam. So he also joined the company. He was our first client interaction. No, I had one more client interaction before that. After joining this new company, I don't know, it was some new project. Our manager told, he asked me to join. I joined it. They are speaking something, I don't know. There's a first interaction with the clients and that international clients. I don't know what they were speaking. It's like Korean accent of English. So just listening, I was scared. I don't know what to speak. If they ask something, I can't say anything. So because I was new to the company, I don't know what to do. But manager handled it. They had some requirement. We did it. Then he shifted to another team.
Then two people from there came here also in India.
Yeah.
That they also we talked, but we were like not sure.
Not sure. They asked a few questions.
Yeah.
Even then, after coming here, I was working on simulators. That was good.
By the time we got to know, nobody knows anything about these things. So then we got some confidence.
Regarding simulators,
Simulators.
Autonomous stuff,
Autonomous stuff, okay.
LiDAR, radar. They already know because radar
is already well established.
LiDAR simulators.
LiDAR started just then, and then simulators nobody knows. So then we were using one more simulator. You can say name,
Apollo, right?
LG simulator.
LG.
I started working on LG simulator. That is when I got introduced to C#.
Okay.
I don't know C# till then because LG was built on Unity. I don't know. I worked on Unreal Engine for Carla. I did some tweaking, some messing around. I don't know much, but I was messing around in Unreal Engine. Then I got to know about this Unity. Then I got in touch with web technologies. They were using some API communicating with the server. That stuff I don't know. That was when I introduced to web. Then there was one more web project that was done. LG Simulator. Then we got introduced to Apollo. Apollo was like very good. Apollo had
Stable one.
no. Apollo had end-to-end architecture for self-driving cars.
Okay.
Because back then we were like small guys, right? We don't know how to do end-to-end. Even one module we don't know properly. Then Apollo was doing end-to-end architecture. He has defined it.
Like
So
we know
interesting.
about AutoWare, but AutoWare is not like it's like just click on check boxes. If that module will get enabled, it's like ROS that we know. But this is like if you have Apollo, you can directly put in the car and then make everything run.
AutoWare is like okay.
AutoWare is like a GUI for ROS for self-driving cars. So they have all the packages in the GUI. You just check it, it will run. That's it. But this is like actual car.
RViz. We can visualize data in RViz, but other than that, the controlling part, it is only about processing, right? Data processing. You can visualize the data. What to do after that?
So what did you exactly do in Apollo?
Apollo is like we had LG simulator. So in that, we controlling the car manually. So
Okay.
then we had ROS.
Okay. Teleop you means earlier it's a teleoperation and
So using ROS, we can connect LG simulator with ROS and visualize same point cloud LiDAR data in RViz.
okay.
Okay, that was tough, but there's no controlling part. There's no autonomous part in that.
Okay.
So even the autonomous thing that was there in the LG simulator was inbuilt.
Okay.
There's nothing that we are doing.
Okay.
And that was very small map. So then they told we can integrate this with Apollo. So then we integrated LG simulator with Apollo. The basic pops up where it was publishing data to Apollo. Apollo also had a visualization.
Okay.
Same, but we're not
It
doing
is
any.
all completely based on a ROS. Like
No, that
No,
they
no.
had their own framework.
ROS has its own framework,
ROS.
similar to ROS
because
messages.
as you mentioned while you are integrating Apollo with LG simulator, so these two things you like integrated using the topics like that.
No.
Using
LG simulator and RViz via ROS topics.
Okay.
But Apollo has its own architecture and that was similar to ROS. Same pops up, similar architecture,
Okay.
but it has its own
There's
thing.
no overhead like ROS. It's only for self-driving cars.
Okay.
There's no node or something that you have to initialize and something that has to keep running. There's nothing like that. I think this was using.
As you mentioned, it's an end-to-end architecture. So okay.
Only for
I
self-driving.
understood. Completely understood.
So then it was like similar messages kind of stuff only, pops up stuff.
Okay.
Then we were sending data from LG simulator to Apollo, visualizing data here. That was the only stuff. That was another thing because then we had to give demo to MD. We don't know. We just joined the company. They are like the small guys. We don't know. They told you have to give a demo to MD and all. We had set up. We pulled up huge TV, connected to that to give demo and all. I don't know what we are doing. We told this is car, this is simulator, this is driving.
You both were on the same team, right? back then.
Yeah.
kind of.
We were having two different stuff to do.
Like responsibilities was different, but we are under
On
the
the
same
same
manager.
Same thing. We need to have some simulation kind of thing. He was doing on Apollo. I was doing on Ottawa.
Ottawa.
I was showing point cloud. He was showing LG simulator car.
Okay.
It's similar stuff, but different responsibilities
Like
kind
two
of.
ways to do it. We were
Oh, nice. Okay.
I was doing Apollo, he was doing AutoWare.
Yes.
Then I was doing the simulator stuff. All the interactions part, communication part, he was taking care.
Okay.
I was only taking the front end that kind of
Okay.
stuff. That we were doing. Then we gave demo, it was fine. Then all this stopped. Whenever you see that circle logo, I get a lot of the rings, right? Lot of the rings that I write like this. Circle ring. That
Lord
feel I
of the
get.
Rings.
That feel I get it. Oh, I kept that for my profile pic in the office system. So whenever you log in, from my photo circle will come. That evil eye like this. We did back then. Then all the simulators got stopped. Then we shifted to LIDAR with Mr. Song.
We are passionate about driving and
Riding bikes.
bikes or cars.
Mostly
Before you
bikes.
come into your current vehicles,
When is the last
what
time
is
you
your
rode it?
preferences?
This year starting maybe.
See,
But earlier, like he used to travel for around 12 hours also, if I'm not wrong.
family man changes this happening.
No, health conditions. Yeah.
Health conditioner. After you got married, you still have bike. How many times did you use that bike?
No, I was using because but then last year I had this hand was an issue. So I fell down from scooty. So I had bandage for this. I can't use this. In city traffic, I had to use clutch, right? So I can't use this. I gave rest for this.
So,
I'm not
what
driving
was the
much.
longest time that you rode a bike continuously?
Maybe 850 kilometers. After I got job in Infosys, I don't know how the situation was in Mysore. So I traveled to Mysore. I checked hostel and everything. Everything was fine. Then I asked if he can bring bike. He said, okay, you can bring it. You can keep in the parking. So after 1 week or 10 days, I traveled back to my hometown. When I went to my hometown, there was back tire was punctured. So I took it to service center. Then he told puncture has to be done outside. I got my puncture done, back bike, and then got my bike serviced. He said, I went to him in the afternoon because of this puncture stuff and all. I got it in the morning, went to him afternoon. Told, today is full, we can't take bike for servicing, come back on Monday. I told, I can't come back on Monday. Tomorrow I have to travel to Mysore. You have to do something. He said, okay. The basic service, he took it. Gave me in the evening. Next day morning, I started at 3, maybe 3, 4. It was dark. Then I started. That was my first long trip. I think I traveled from. My first long trip was from Vizag to Hyderabad.
Hyderabad too.
Vizag to
Vizag.
Hyderabad.
Vizag
the
to
bike.
Hyderabad. Then that was what? 650, 700 kilometers.
In the whole one night or something?
I started in the morning, I reached in the evening. After the longest was Vijayawada and Mysore.
What was your bike back then?
Duke 200. Vijayawada, Mysore, 850 kilometers or something.
This was in the year?
2017,
650 kilometers on Duke 200?
850.
850, yeah. 850 kilometers on Duke 200 for like getting started in the morning and reaching in the
Yeah.
evening. Okay.
Because my deadline was because we can't go in after 9 or 10 p.m. right? So I have to reach before that. So I started early morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I drove from there. Then you have forest area in between. I don't know. Then we reached,
Camera recording.
because I'm not used to driving in other state, Karnataka state. The rules will be little bit different, right? How people follow.
What rule different? Only police will stop you and ask for fine.
No, people were a little bit organized in Karnataka and all. People were driving leftmost lane on bikes in Karnataka back then.
Okay.
It was new for me. So then from there, I don't know the route. From there, I put Google Maps and reached Mysore. Mysore, I don't know the route because it's very new. Then somehow reached hostel. From there.
Back then, there are some riders like him who are heavy riders, not just riders. Like
Riders
2-3
are-
hours is fine, but like 850 kilometers is like
Like people used to say that time, like Naseer and bike is like in complete sync, so it's like completely safe even though he goes fast. when he thinks bike will stop like that. So I always go with Naseer only with this. So I'll go and sit behind him.
After that, we went for multiple trips there in Mysore.
I think you also have an experience of bikers where you generally travel from Mysore to Bangalore, something like that.
No, I was mostly solo or with my roommates.
Okay.
There was never a biker group or something that was professional.
Okay.
We were once traveling to. We wanted to go somewhere. I think Ooty or something. We started in the morning. From Mysore, we get Bandipur forest. From there, if you take one road, you will go to Ooty. If you take the other road, you will go to Kerala.
Okay.
So we took the wrong road, and then we went to Sultan Bateri. Towards
What is it? Sultan?
I was not there at
Bateri.
that time. That is before we went
Yeah.
Wayanad trip.
This is the first Wayanad trip, I think. So we just started. We wanted to go out somewhere. This is the first trip in the group of the self-driving car group. Me and few other guys also had bikes with them. We rented few bikes. We started in the morning. We went till Bandipur forest. We had breakfast in between. Then we took a wrong road. I don't know. We went towards Sultan Bateri. We had lunch in Kerala. Came back to Mysore again.
We once went for a trip to Kannur for having Talasheri biryani.
I
That
wanted.
was, that was our plan. Like we told others we'll go to Kannur, drive in beach and
That was another thing. I was interested in. Wanted to try Talasheri biryani. One thing other than bike is food. I like food. We thought we'll try Talasheri biryani in Talasheri. So from Mysore, we first went to Kannur. The other part was I convinced everybody telling that this first motorable beach.
yeah, we can drive in beaches there, so you can drive vehicles in beach, right?
So
We have
because
to convince others, right? We know we are going for biryani.
I wanted biryani, but the other side told the first drive-in beach you can drive your motorcycles on beach.
Okay.
So people were excited. So we had another 3-4 bikes.
3-4 bikes are there. Three.
Yeah. Mine,
Srigandan's, and 3-4 bikes were there.
Another
This guy,
two
the
rental
English
bikes.
guy.
Nagarjuna.
Nagarjuna.
Nagarjuna has RS 200.
And one more bike, right? 4 bikes.
I think the other bike was rented.
Friend. Tell that story.
We went there. It was via one more forest. I don't know. Between this forest between Western Ghats, right? So between Kerala and Karnataka there is one more forest. I think that was
Nilgiris,
also
right? Nilgiris, right?
no, not Nilgiris is towards
Okay,
Maharashtra.
Western Ghats, okay.
All this Karnataka, Kerala is Western Ghats belt, right?
Okay, that part. Okay.
So we went. I don't remember the forest name. We went via that forest.
That's also Bandipur on there.
No, that's not Bandipur. Bandipur is towards Ooty and south. Is towards north. Sorry, west.
Okay.
Mysore and west we will go to the beach. While going, it was fine. Then we reached there. Next day, we traveled to that beach. We were driving there. We don't know that salt water will damage our bikes. All this we don't know.
I told them you can drive. Many people drive. Right?
Many
You
people
can
were driving, so we were directly went to the beach. We were driving in the water,
So
in the
what
edge.
is, they gave me camera because I don't drive. Right? I'll take photo. You drive. As the Naseer is like I'll drive. Done. Next our next guy's bike is there. That is
Sringan.
some bullet
Thunderbird.
Thunderbird.
Enfield
Like, okay,
Thunderbird.
start. We drove. Came back. We went and checked the bike. It is not starting.
It was there. We parked our bikes there. We were sitting. We were having chit chatting. Okay, done for the day. We'll
Then
go
we
back.
checked the
So,
window,
last
okay,
day.
that was not recorded. So, okay, recorded is fine. We can record again, right? Then we went and checked the bike to start it. It's not
It
starting.
was not starting. So then, and that too, the other part was
This
because it
bike
was.
also not starting.
And the reason behind it is?
I'll tell you. See, it's like my bike was not starting. Its Thunderbird was not starting. So I somehow pushed my bike. You know, Thunderbird is heavy, right?
It's very.
So in that stand, it went inside. So it's like it's not starting, but you have to push it. How do you push it? So we somehow I held the tire. The others were holding. See, lifted it a little bit, put it aside. Then we pushed it. We took both the bikes. Mine was not because Duke has a sensor. So it's like if you have side stand down, you can't put it together. You can start it, neutral it will work, but when you put first gear, the side stand is down, it will switch off as safety feature. So I think because of driving in water, salt water went into that sensor. It's telling side stand down even if you remove the stand.
Oh.
So we don't know what to do. I saw YouTube. He told you have to open this sensor, blow it, then put it back, water will be gone. I said okay, but I don't know where to find the sensor. It's not opening. We need some tools to open, right? I don't know. So we pushed both the bikes outside. Went to some local mechanic. He did the same. They opened it, blew it, put it back. Mine was working. For similar issue for some issue for Enfield. Somehow it started.
Okay.
We paid him some good money, because we don't know. Paid him money. Then we came back.
There was some life-threatening accident on the way back.
Srinagar had actually same trip.
Same.
I remember because I told you earlier about that Sultan Batiri trip, right? That is when we watched this movie.
Don't say Final Destination. And
Not Final Destination. Telugu movie. ఈ వెళ్ళిపోమాకే song is there, right? Where Thunderbird goes.
శ్వాసగా సాగిపో.
The Thunderbird goes and lorry hits that.
సాహసం శ్వాసగా సాగిపో.
okay.
Thunderbird goes and lorry hits that bike. That was my visual. When we were going Sultan Batiri, this guy got Thunderbird newly. He was driving fast. I was behind. We were like literally 6 to 7 bikes or something. He was going in the front. There was one lorry who's taking U-turn coming like this. His bike was going so fast. The lorry was coming. So I can, because I'm an audience, right? So I can see the same scene happening. Like Thunderbird going, same bike, Thunderbird, lorry coming. I think he'll hit. Nick of the moment, he got saved. But same thing actually happened in the other trip.
So that was when we are going back at night, back to Mysore. I was with Naseer. This guy crossed us and went in the front.
No, we are going back to room. Next
room
day
or
we'll go back to
yeah.
Talasari to eat biryani.
Yes, yes.
So roaming around that day, this beach trip happened in the morning.
Okay.
We went somewhere, we were roaming around. We went there for sunset again in the evening.
Okay.
Sunset was done. We were coming back. It was dark. A bus came. There was heavy traffic. There was a bus, and this guy hit the bike. Speed break, something happened. He fell down. We don't know the language. We are in some other city that we are not native of.
Okay.
From there, because Thunderbird is heavy, and it fell on him. So we don't know what happened. If his leg is safe or not, we don't know. From there, we went to hospital. They did check up everything. They did first aid. They told he's fine. Nothing major happened. He had some scratches. That was fine. Other than that, nothing major happened. Accident happened. Then we went to room, took rest. Next day morning we started. It's like from there we went to Talasheri for lunch. From Kannur to Talasheri, ate biryani, and then we had to go back to Mysore.
Okay.
So we were driving for 2 days, and then you eat heavy biryani. You know how the situation is. You'll be sleepy, drowsy. From there we went to Fort, Talasheri Fort we saw, and we are driving back. Because you can't go into forest on bike after 6 p.m. Something is the checkpost time. We had to drive fast. We drove fast, went to that forest. Entry was done before 6, but we were driving via that forest. It was like Tiger Reserve Zone, thick forest, a small road. It was so scary that if you switch off your headlight, you can't see anything. It's pitch dark.
This is which part? Talasheri to
Mysore.
Mysore. Okay.
You are remembering the forest name.
Tara forest or something is forest. I don't remember the name.
Okay.
That forest name. We were driving. We came out of forest exit. There's one restaurant. We stopped there for dinner. We spent one and a half hour there in the hotel for dinner. We took rest some time, drank coffee, and then we started back. We somehow reached Mysore to our rooms at around 2 o'clock or something in the midnight.
You know what happened in between? Between that guy fell, right? So he can't. He got like uncomfortable driving. We don't have any backup drivers. The only extra guy is me.
Hey, it's not
They
working.
made me drive bike back. Scary people.
So we had multiple bike trips in Mysore. That was good.
After coming here only because of COVID also.
Any bike trips in this year? That
No.
nothing.
Navin did not come to one Chikmagalur trip, right? He came for the other trip. We went to Mulayangiri Peak. It was so cold.
I was there in that.
You were there in Mulayangiri. This is first trip. I think this second trip you came. One trip did not come, one Chikmagalur trip you came. We went there, it was too cold. Navin was wearing one jacket. He was wearing too cold. Then we gave one more jacket. He was wearing 2 jackets.
This guy
drinking
on
coffee.
top. After all this, there is one Maggie shop and there is one ice cream shop. So I was like, obviously Maggie, right? It's cold. I'm wearing 2 jackets. Seriously. You know why you feel cold, right? Like your inside is cold, like hot, but outside is cold. So what you need to do is you should eat ice cream. Then inside will be cold. This guy convinced me to eat ice cream in that cold.
See, this is actually physics.
This is not physics. This is just.
So I'll tell you the physics behind it. So you have voltage, right? You get current. How do you get current? When there is voltage difference between 2 points, that is when current flows. Same thing happens. See, our body is nothing but electrical pulses. So if inside temperature and outside temperature are different, because of temperature difference, your body will send some electric symbols and you will start shivering. So if the both inside and outside temperature are same, body does not feel difference, so you will not feel cold. You will not feel shivering.
This is how you will tell prank stories and we will believe, oh, is it so? Okay, then let's have ice cream. I think I bought ice cream also that day.
You are fine after that.
I was not fine. I was even more cold. I went and eat Maggie also. That Maggie guy was like slowly cooking. They cold, give fast.
Everybody was holding that pot.
For that instance, you are just traveling, so you will have it. But he has to stay there only. He'll be cooking slowly only.
That is there. This guy made me eat ice cream, right? What will I think?
This is physics. Sandeep was not there, right, in this.
No, he's like.
No, it's just about
No, this time I think Sandeep was busy getting married in Kerala, right? This time.
Maybe okay.
Which year you got married? Sure.
21.
Sometimes he'll get.
He's having a valid proof now that he didn't forget his marriage date. So I can't say anything to him.
No, one day I asked him. He's like confused. I told him October 25th. Something is there that day. I remember something. No, it's not like I asked for the date. I told the date and I asked him what was it. Yeah. This happened before 2021, so he was in one company
for me,
Same time.
same time.
October now.
Everyone was recovering from COVID. You got married.
That is our way of coping.
Wise decision.
So how was your year in this?
for me, it's like okay. But I think next year we start from
This is everyone makes the same resolution.
Resolution. You had what was your New Year resolution this year? Last year not over. This episode will come somewhere in March 2020.
January it will come. By end of this week we will get it, because by next week we'll make another.
I didn't have
That is not going to happen.
usually the thing is before 2022 every year I think that I go to gym.
Actually, you guys are hitting gym right now, right? You are going to gym, right? You are already going to gym, right?
Now it's going to okay. That's not the case. It's like every year, January.
Diet over, gym over.
Every year you go pay the gym fees for January, February, March. Then after 2-3 days you stop going. That was the case. So last year I didn't take any New Year resolution. But this year we already started going to gym.
Okay.
But now it's almost stopped because we need to go. Then I was not, so I can go.
That's not a valid resolution. If you want, you can go.
Motivation is self-motivation is required, right? Self-motivation.
Sorry.
Self-motivation.
Not self-motivation. We need mutual motivation. I should push him, he should push me. Otherwise, it won't happen.
Like if you go alone, then we can do say if you go together, if you do 10 push-ups, then I will say that okay, I will do also 10 push-ups. Or if you do that 10 structures or something, then I will also have some
Encouragement.
motivation.
Motivation.
Do that 10 structures. But if you alone, then if it says that the 5 push-up is fine, okay, fine, that's it. Now it is there. So if someone is there only, then we can get.
There's gym story for us also. In Infosys, there is you can go daily, it's like daily charges. But if you go for 10 days, then for the entire month that money is covered. You don't have to pay anything extra.
Okay.
Basically, it's like he wants to go to gym, but there is no company, right? So he utilized my Kerala mindset. He will every day wake up 10 days and wake me up and go to gym. So 10 days money is over, right? Next 20 days is free. Free means Kerala mindset, we can't leave it, right? So for next 20 days, I will wake up, I will wake him up and then we will go.
To the gym.
Yeah, it's like 50 rupees per day.
Okay.
So if you go for 10 days, it's 500 rupees, right?
Okay.
So monthly fees is 500 per month in the Infosys. Right? You can either pay 500 beforehand or you can swipe, but only that swipe will be counted. So if you go 10 days, it's 500. So it's free for the whole month.
Okay.
So we wake him up for first 10 days of the month. He'll wake me up for the next 20 days of the month.
Ah, this is nice.
And what he will make me do, I will be like slowly walking. What is this walking? Increase speed. 10 run. Like, what? Stop.
See, that's how you can eat your favorite meal, or else you can't maintain that healthy things. So
Yeah.
That too, we were used to maintain hours using that.
Yeah. We still don't find right. He left Infosys.
We left
already.
Infosys, like we were not having huge serious projects.
He
or
also
something.
used to do the same thing. So don't like monthly hours.
Monthly hours.
Entry. Ratri.
It's like you have to maintain quarterly 9 or 15 minutes something is the time. The average that you have to maintain for the quarterly it's calculated. So what we do is we used to go to office leisurely at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Swipe out at 5 o'clock or something.
you can't say all that.
I used to swipe at 10 o'clock or something.
Oh,
11.
You can say that, okay?
Anna.
That's fine.
we left the
Navin
company, right? It's fine. No, he used to maintain ours.
Yeah,
He didn't break any rules. And
we were following rules.
we are following rules.
That is how rules were. So I used to swipe at 10 o'clock or something. So then we used to log out at 5 o'clock or something. We used to come out. But this is not 9 or 15 minutes, right? So one way of covering it is if you go to gym at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 to evening 6 is 12 hours. So we finished 12 hours per day, so we used to maintain.
So what about you in this year? How did it go for you?
Me,
Yeah.
Just plan to get married this year.
I changed company this year, so it's like more relaxed. It's like in our current company, there is no strict timings and all. So you feel motivated to work this one, and you have a lot of time. So I did some diet. It's good. Good year. I should say some positive, right? That's why I talk.
Okay.
I think we should ask him to refer in that company.
Yes. Even I was also.
I will share the
Careers page
Careers page and,
try to
you can-
have
There's no vacancy here, I saw that.
so that I can't do anything, right? See, I already did for him. He messed it up. It's not my fault.
You should motivate your manager. Say this much
Just
work is
for
there.
referral money, I motivated him.
No, you should motivate your manager.
I referred him. My brother referred him. 2 referrals. He like all one drop. You are already in notice period. We can tell the story.
So other than that, like okay,
You
that's
already
it
know that
about
he's
the
in
work.
notice period, right?
I told right, ex-colleagues.
Ex-colleagues.
Ex-colleague, soon to be ex-colleague.
Why is telling like don't tell? They already know you could tell. Then what's the?
Other than that,
She's in that one. You put it in the link in the top and top.
other than that, anything else in this year that you?
There's no point in looking back like this.
That's the whole point of discussion, right?
But
That's how we went into this discussion, and
no, that's not. Negatives might be there. But
okay.
generally positive year. Right?
So again, coming back, what was your favorite movie in this year?
No, there are a lot of disaster movies, but
For this
good
year
movies I don't
only?
remember.
For this year.
Good movies I don't remember.
Good. Okay, tell the worst.
There are a lot of
Don't tell worst.
there are a lot of disasters this year. I don't know.
Okay. So out of the disaster, which one you feel like the most disastrous one?
That is bad. That is discouraging to the movie makers.
But you can share it. That's fine. No one is watching it, right? So
What is your best movie this year?
I would say Durandar only. What's your favorite?
You should not ask us because this year in Malayalam movie, like every month there is one blockbuster.
That's why I'm asking you guys.
It's like we know that he loves.
Just asking favorite movie
This year.
this year.
This year.
This year we had many good movies.
And I think
You can talk. Yeah.
Kandara too. It was good. Echo.
Okay.
Echo.
Echo.
Whose movie is it?
Echo. Kandara too.
You saw Kishkinda. You did not see that. Please watch it.
It's
And if you
Thriller.
can watch Echo in theaters,
it's in Geo Hotstar actually if you want to watch.
it's like mind blowing movie. There's no action and all.
I am waiting for Prithviraj's movie next year.
List of
What is the movie name?
Varanasi. No, I'm not waiting for Varnas. I'm waiting for Prithviraj acting in Varnas.
Role.
You saw his motion picture, right? What will he act in that?
There is an
like
expectation.
Surya.
That's why they cast it Prithviraj.
It's like Surya in 24.
I didn't watch 24. So.
You haven't watched 24.
What I was talking about the rules.
Cars.
So it's like we know that you're love drawing and about the cars and basic about the car technical. So how you came to your current car? Like what was your preference when you choose your first car?
First car, my dad gave me, so there's no preference in that.
Like it is like
I had a
first car like
Desire. I had the Desire earlier. Now I bought Kushak because I wanted, because Desire was 1.2 liter engine. There's no point buying another 1.2. It's waste of money. So I thought next is we only have 1 liter engine, 1.2 and then 1.5. So next upgrade was obviously 1.5 liter engine. So 1.5 was like Creta, Seltos and Kushak, the other stuff. So Kushak was giving 1.5 turbo. So I thought I will go for Kushak. I prefer German engineering. The European engineering in general is good. Even my bike is Austrian company KTM, and this is also European, Czech Republic.
Any specific reasons how the engineering is good? How are you like?
If you want to be sarcastic, they will make it complicated. That is one way of putting it.
German.
Complicated is bad, right?
That's what. That's
Yeah.
why he's not interested in German thing. That's why he said.
No,
He bought German car. You can't say like
I
that.
bought European. See, Europeans
Okay.
are more complicated than Japanese, but they are good. They are precise.
Question
Precise.
is good. Okay.
Yeah.
Question is good. That's
I
what it is.
recently talked to some colleagues in Belgium who travel around Belgium, France, Germany, and all. So I had this impression about Europe, they're like punctual and all this. After talking to him, it's like all gone. It's like he was planning to go somewhere. He went to the railway station and he was waiting for the train. He was seeing one train coming, going. A lot of people are waiting. Even after 5 minutes, there is no update. Suddenly, whatever they wrote on the board is gone. It seems. They were like confused. What happened? Train didn't come. They went and asked. They told the train that came. If that was their train, they didn't announce anything. So it is like that. There it seems. It's like
Time it will go. That's it.
there are instances where it didn't come on time. It is delayed. So generally, the stuff there is not that punctual or great. It seems. I
This
lost
is
all the impression
the
about
German thing that you're talking about.
Germany, France, what is this? Belgium, everywhere it's like this. I didn't expect it like I thought it's like punctual Europe.
One of my friends is in Netherlands, but he never complained about these things. Maybe
You should ask her.
maybe I should come to France.
And it's like very costly there. It seems like cost of living is too high. It seems. So this guy is actually from Hyderabad only, like from India only. He moved to the Belgium side of the company, so he's in their payroll. So he's like missing India too much because he can't, like, if he wants to have a drink also, it's like too costly. It seems. So,
Oh,
like that, yeah. So they were having lot of parties and we see one guy is leaving, they'll have farewell. I thought, okay, oh, the company is giving too much there. No, we pay there. They don't pay anything. Next. His questions are over, it seems.
we have different topics, but it's like,
Yeah.
so just
Ask, it's fine. You should bring it like that is the skill.
okay, I think I'm the right coding for
Ask her. Ask
oh,
her.
what is vibe code?
That he will explain. What is vibe coding?
right coding. I think we can.
First you tell what it is. We don't know what it is.
You are introducing.
I know that right coding. So currently that is evolving. So that basically the right coding is that we will tell that something that a chatbot. Implementation for download page with this much authentication like JWT topics and everything. And just to give the problem a little bit taken care of the reading implementing the problem. Meanwhile, we can just can listen to songs or can talk to your colleagues. That is like the basic the by coding. So what do you think about your current work? Like how the day improved your efficiency during that work hours, like a copilot or anything? And and if any disadvantage you see making future like job security or anything.
No, I am not concerned about job security with this GitHub Copilot. I am sure it cannot replace. That confidence I have.
But like how much is there any advantage you have taken?
Yeah, it's like
Using an agent.
it's like very dumb, intelligent assistant that you can have. It's like he knows stuff. He knows what to do and how to do, but he does not know what to do.
Connectivity, you mean?
It's
They are
like it's like if you want something, if you are building UI or tool or something, it will implement it.
Okay, so I think we already talked about this topic because it's not negative white, right? What is your experience? Like, how you think that white coding will affect that developers daily life? And like you said, you're an experienced tech. So people who come to know that software development field, if they're using too much white coding and everything, they don't understand that piece about coding, right? So what do you think from your perspective? Or like what's the future of the coding?
It's like
Already told this, no?
whiteboarding will not remove jobs. I'm not scared because whiteboarding is creating new jobs. It is creating jobs to clean up code that is generated using whiteboarding. Then you have testers to test whiteboarding.
But
That
my
means it
question
is generating more
okay, please.
positions. It is generating more jobs. It's not closing jobs. Right?
But a person who has to do a job in 1 week, it's shortening it, and a person is able to do it within 1 day or maybe sometimes half a day.
No, see, I'll tell you. See, coding is not just writing for loop or while loop and 10 lines of code. Coding is, before you write 10 lines of code, you will think how to implement it, what to implement, what tactics to use, what is the optimized way to use. So you have space complexity, time complexity, all this, right? You will think which is the optimized way for this solution to implement. So that is already 10 days of work that is gone for 1-2 days. Then you will write 10 lines of code maybe or few lines of code. Then after that you will test it. Your developer testing, then unit testing, then you will integrate it into the whole project and check if it is affecting something else. Then you have documented for everything. That is how 10 days of work. So in this, what is web coding doing? Hardly giving 10 lines of code, it is writing. So, but when you ask for something, it will not write 10 lines of code, right? Write validations, all this, plus minus everything. It will take literally to produce a 50 lines of code for whatever you ask. So you thought about this 2 days. If you write, it will 10 lines of coding, but white coding is giving you 50 lines of code. So if you take 2 days to write this 10 lines of code, it gave you 50 lines in hardly 1 hour. So you will think that it gave you code in 1 hour instead of 2 days. But this you cannot deploy it. This is not production level code. So you have to trim all the code. To trim it, you should understand what it has written. So you need half day to understand those 50 lines of code. Next day you will trim it and then verify if it is correct or not. You will literally still have 2 days. Maybe hardly you could have saved 2 hours. Maybe 2 days became 1.5 day of coding. The post production, pre-production, everything is still same, right?
Pre-processing, post-processing.
Correctly, the production only.
Pre-production is still same. You 2 days of code become 1.5. Other than that, there's
So
no change.
in this aspect, whatever the skills that a person has to like acquire in general prior to this vibe coding, so how it used to be, we used to have our own architecture or whatever the implementation in our own head. So that's how we used to approach.
Yes.
Now it's like we are depending on something.
Yes. So to talk on that, so now it has given 50 lines of code, right? This 50 lines of code, literally 30 lines of code is bullshit. Okay.
Exactly.
So you should have experience to know that this 30 lines of code is bullshit. That means you need
Analyzing it.
experience. That means you cannot give Copilot to a fresher guy and ask it to do it because he himself does not know what coding is. So he cannot guide it. So then it's not, the new guys cannot use it. It's only the experienced guy who can use it. So that means it is not another resource. It is just an assistant to an experienced guy. So now the experienced guy has to guide it and say that this is not how you do it. This way of guiding it. So then you have to say it will give you some output and say this is not what I want or this is not how I want. This is the architecture that I wanted. So you have to rephrase it and it will keep giving. So the initially when you give a prompt, maybe it has generated 20 lines of code. But this is not what you want. This is not the way, or because you already have something already done, a huge tool or huge code that's already there. It has to be in sync with the architecture of what is already happening, right? So the 20 lines of code you given is not directly usable in this. So you have to keep developing it. So that means you'll keep saying I want this, I want this, I want this. So this 20 lines of code will suddenly become 80 lines of code. Okay. Who will clean up this code? And the first point you should
That
know
also
that.
AI will do it. That's what it is.
So in this,
If AI has to do it, then it should give the clean code in the first
that
place.
means for
Okay.
A to clean it, it
Doesn't
should
know
know this huge code that you have. It should understand. That is not possible.
But now with pipe coding, specific IDs are there, right? Like Windsurf and all those things, which will read the entire code and give you stuff.
Cannot understand because all this vibe coding who's promoting is managers and CEOs, right? See, I want to build a website or something, so I give 2-3 prompts. It has given me a
results.
website or something and duplicate. There's one instance where CEO told I don't need developers, I can do it on my own. He built using vibe coding and deployed. What happened? When 20 people logged into the website, crashed.
Yeah.
So that means he does not know how to do it. See, so this vibe coding is good enough for POCs. Or if you want to showcase something as a hackathon or like POC where you don't have clients, or you want to propose something or say this is how it is going to be. In that phase, you can yes maybe use it, but not to the existing. You cannot push it because so if you take web applications or maybe desktop applications, there's some load, right? So maybe you're connecting sensors to generate a lot of data, that it is reading a lot of data, or maybe web server where a lot of people are logging in. There are loopholes in that, right? Even a guy with 10-15 years experience, he knows what are the loopholes and how to overcome all this. So if AI has written it, how many loopholes is it exposing? That was the main issue with security guys, right? So once everything is done, okay, testing everything is done, then the security guys come into picture, they'll analyze it and check how safe is the tool or how bad is the tool in terms of security perspective, not in terms of performance of the tool, only in terms of the security perspective. How many, so because I developed this code, I know all this I have developed, so when I interact with this another guy who is from the security department, he'll say, oh, what have you done? I'll explain this I have done. He'll say, okay, you can't do this, maybe you have to safeguard it using this. Now web code has done it, I don't know what is done, he does not know what is done because he's not a developer, he'll only test it and say this is unsafe. He does not know what is done. Who used to know earlier what is done? Developer used to know what is done. Now even developer does not know, even the tester does not know, even the manager does not know. So can you deploy it? No.
So there are some what do we call? There are some gaps or voids in between that you are talking about. So will the AI can't fill this? Is the next question.
Yeah, these gaps are created by AI, right?
Okay. So this is entirely a new branch that is getting triggered because of this particular scenario.
So all this is like hype that you get, like temporary hype. So because when this started, you were having prompt engineers, right? Prompt engineer. That is a valid thing. I don't say it is wrong. It is required because if I give prompt in a way that I want something, and then a guy who knows how to give prompt, the answer that he gets is very efficient compared to me. That is equivalent to a fresher who has joined, a guy with 6 years experience. Both have access to Google, both have access to Stack Overflow. But when a fresher explores for some problem statement, he will not get the answer. But when the experienced guy is searching the same Google search or Stack Overflow, he will get the answer. The basic difference is he knows how to search. That's what me and Navin is discuss. So software developer should know how to search. So that has scaled up in another way.
How to write prompt.
You can officially call it as prompt engineer. Earlier, unofficially used to say you should know how to search.
How to Google was before. Now
How to Google. That was a known thing across the software guys.
Okay.
How to Google we used to say. It's not an official job post or something, but that is a skill to have.
Understood.
Now you have a job post telling us prompt engineering, an official way to interact with it. Is equal to interacting with Google.
Understood.
You are getting a solution. How you ask the question varies. So now you are getting the answers. So earlier you said, how did they say? It's like engineer does not know how to ask the AI.
Yes.
They created a new job called prompt engineering.
Understood.
Now new job created. Now we know how to ask. Now it is giving answers. Now telling the answer is wrong. Earlier they told the question is wrong. Now they told the answer is wrong. So now you are having guys to clear the code that the vibe coding has created. There is new code that is created there in LinkedIn and Google. You can say, now you are clearing this. Now after
clearing, it is still not working. As I told earlier, you cannot deploy it in the production because it is crashing whatever. Because even developer does not. So your testers to test this specific vibe coding, right? That is earlier normal testers. I mean, special kind of testers they can test.
More jobs.
Because earlier when tester tests, say there's some bug, the developer used to fix it. Now that even developer cannot fix. So vibe coding testing, they have new test cases. So vibe coding has stated prompt engineers, the guy who clears the code, then who tests it.
More jobs.
Generating
Now,
more jobs.
I think in this aspect, as you mentioned, then I mean, I'm just adding a point here that in future there will be another job which will be like traditional programmers.
Yeah.
Like maybe like traditional programmers, we need traditional programmers who doesn't vibe code. Maybe for some.
I don't
Yes.
think that way. It's like a traditional for race is like no more prepared anywhere. Like even for
Yeah, this is the idea of web developers.
No, that's what he told, right? Traditional programmers are still there. Instead of Google
Obviously,
search,
they'll
it
be-
is prompt. That's it. That's the only change.
But that's what even recently I mean like I just want to add 2 points here. One thing is that I saw a Reddit post where one like Perplexity, he asked some questions for the Perplexity, just basic questions, but it couldn't reply. It gave the right answer, and when we actually approached and we said this is not the right answer, it just, we already know this kind of scenario that when we say it's wrong, even the right answer turned to be wrong, wrong, right answer. So this is one scenario, and the second scenario is that one of our employees, Ilyas, he himself like mentioned one of his obstacle that he's facing right now is that after coming this ChatGPT into the picture, what I'm waiting for is mostly like to get a response from the like what do we call from a model. So whatever model is, I'm waiting for it. I'm not applying my brain in that time. In general, earlier I used to apply my brain, so that's how it used to be. But now it's like no, I'm not using my brain. Instead, I'm just waiting for something to get an answer from the internet, which is like this transition. Whatever is happening, it's not a good thing for me.
No, I don't call it a transition.
like this. Like if my personal experience, I can say previously if we are facing issues or like say some backs up and some teachers they're developing. We don't know about that teacher or AP. They usually used to go to Stack or some kind of websites.
Exactly.
And then they will show like thousands of solutions will be there. Then we need to understand the code first. Then we need to apply it.
Exactly. So this is the point that whatever you're reliable on the data that you're watching on the Stack Overflow or whatever. But here, when you come to the model that you're seeing, you can't assure that that's a right answer. So that scenario, that whatever these kind of wrong scenarios that are generating also, that is also creating some kind of
That's okay, but still I think
learning phase. Like
it's like for the new generations. I mean, maybe I don't know. We're coming to the coding first now. Naseer mentioned that they should understand that how to search first.
that's prompt engineering, as you mentioned. Yes.
How to search first. It's like if they blindly apply the code generated by the GPT, and if the issues that if you ask like what is this and how is it learned that use ChatGPT, we don't know the notes for everything. So basically, even if it's ChatGPT generated code, I think we should manually just go through the code and understand what is the purpose of that one and how it just it will improve our efficiency in our code. Then we can apply it. For,
No, but it is not new, right? It is not new. So even before ChatGPT, we used to have some juniors. So whenever they have a bug, they'll simply come to Syrian engineer, say, I got this bug, how to do it? So Syrian will say, do this. The same thing. Same thing they are doing. Earlier, now they are telling GitHub Copilot. Ignore GitHub Copilot. Earlier they used to say, this is the solution, this is the problem. They'll get some code in the Stack Overflow. They'll take from Stack Overflow, put it here and say it is working. They'll come say this is working. I'll simply ask, explain this code. I don't know. I took it from Stack Overflow and put it here. Same thing is happening with GitHub Copilot. Instead of saying Stack Overflow or Google or something else, they are telling Copilot. Only the name is changing, but the same code flow is happening. When earlier when you told, so I am not waiting. Same thing happened with Google. Whenever you have an issue, simply go to senior engineer, not search. Senior engineer say, this is the bug I have. How to fix it? The senior engineer will say something. He will go how to fix it. If the senior engineer says, you go and search in Google. What will the junior engineer say? the senior guy is not helping me. He's simply giving issues and he's not helping me. Same thing is happening now.
Like, when I have some cases that I want similar issues, like when I was doing some exploring some new APIs or something, I just want to find. I came up with one type. So I want to fix that one. So I just asked the ChatGPT, like a GPT 5 mini model or something. Then it is given some code or something. Then one issue with the tablet is that it was missing one tablet. Okay, I told him to fix it. Okay, then he started coding like around the 300, 400 plus 500 lines. Just getting that, okay, we have page one, which is we fix it. Then it will again add one tablet. That is like, again, it is modified or more than 700 lines for only one tablet. So I just can't do it. Just quickly, what are the issues with this? Stack of like one line of code, but it's solved.
It is working. See, one thing is it is good with the AI stuff. So, sorry, UI. So, if you want to create some UI, I'll simply say I'll give some reference page or simply draw something in the page and give it to Copilot. It was giving very good UI. The one thing is, I am not good at just two things called UI and UX. I can create some UI, but it's not does not mean the UX is good. So, the AI is giving good UX, or the interaction that I am having, the color scheme or something is good, because the color combinations I am bad at it. So I can give red, blue, green to the UI. It can do the work, but it does not look appeasing. It's not like, okay, this UI looks good. I'm not getting that feel. So, but the AI is doing that in very good way.
So why were you laughing when he was saying that?
Designer life. Front-end developer. Front-end developer. Designer. The UI is okay. UX.
UX is important. That AI is helping us in improve.
You are really UX is good. AI
UX
is good in
improving.
UX.
UI UX, it is helping me, because as a backend developer, I feel it is very time consuming and very mentally tiring to work on UI. So you have to change it a little bit, make it lighter, make it darker, move 2 spaces left, 2 spaces right. All this is too much time consuming and I feel like too much manual labor. All that is fixed by AI. I'll
So you
simply
think
say, I want this.
front-end developers can be replaced by AI? 90%.
Not kind of, because AI does not know that much UX. Someone has to guide it.
See, this question you wantedly asking to put Sandeep in a hot seat, that I understand.
So because he told me he likes the AI wave coding earlier, that's what I said. So the web guys are too much into it because it's a lot of code. Because if you go to C# or very hardware level coding, that level of coding is not available in Stack Overflow or Google. So you'll not find too much answers into that. So that is not good at it. So if you want some hardware specific coding or something, it's not giving good answers, because we don't have much in the online world that openly available.
I agree.
And for AI is also really help. But thing is that it don't give like a perfect scenario for you. It will give like it will feel that it was good. But from a user experience, I think if you have experience that you'll understand that if the flow is correct or it might be give that exact scenarios you wanted. You will give that if you are giving to one page design to the ChatGPT and saying that okay, I need this page, and when I click on this, it should open. It will this way. It will be implement it from some guesses. It's like we don't know the exact platform, like from the which page it was coming, and what are the exact scenarios we need to highlight. Here, if we are giving like 3 buttons, it will give like 3 colors for each buttons. It was thinking that 3 are important, but from our use, from the developer experience, we know that which one we need to highlight. Only then the others should be like have a minimum color. We should not have like this much color, but it's like ChatGPT will think that okay, if they have 3 buttons, they are equally important. So I think that prompt engineering also is important here.
Yes.
It's not about the AI.
That's what I'm saying, because similar to security that I told earlier, the small nuances only the developer knows or senior developers knows. AI can't do that. So that is why the AI is like a small junior resource that you have, who gets diverted very easily and go in some direction that need not be aligned with what we are doing. That's what we always do with the junior resource. He said we can do this in some new way or something out of the box thinking. We'll start implementing it. We have to hold him, say this is not how you do it. This will lead to these issues. So stop there, come back, and we have to keep guiding him into a proper way. Same thing we have to do with AI. So it is like a small, like, new guy who's running around in all directions. And the other thing is, the AI does not know what our customer wants. Generally knows this is what we want, but what does our customer want? See, vibe coding does not work because you take any industry or any software engineer, you can ask, say the product manager does not give you proper requirements. The client does not know what he wants. Simply say I want this. He will give very vague requirement. So it's only the senior guy who is working on it. That is the main part of the architect or someone who is working on it. He knows what the client is asking, because reading in between the lines, right? He'll say I want something like this. So, but that if you implement exactly like that, he'll say this is not what I want. So we know what he's actually wanting, and he's saying this, but this is what he actually wants. That is what we develop and give, and he'll say okay, this works good. So that comes at architect level or senior guy who knows how it works. But the client, what the client actually wants. That's what the Apple says, right? Client does not know what he wants. It's like we give you and you use it. Same way, that is how AI is. It knows what everybody wants, not what this guy wants. What this guy wants need not be in sync with what everybody wants, right? So this is application specific or use case specific. And that to the flows, all as you told, 3 buttons, 1 color. Because one is frequently used, so make that button bigger or more pop-up color. You to the other end, or which are frequently using, you will move to the center or more usable space. The unused ones you can move to the other ends or something. This kind of which one to put in the center, which one to put it to one end or left end or right end, whatever it is, that only the guy who is working on the product knows for a very long time.
So in that aspect, I have a question here. Like, if as you mentioned, any junior developers, it's a little difficult for them to get a complete picture of how things are. So if a senior engineer who is an at a level of architect, like who can actually create a good result out of whatever the client requirements, based on the client requirements. So if he has a particular this well established co-pilot model, so can he make utilization of that and give a product what the client wants without any much support than what he used to get earlier from the engineers? Without that much support, if he can even reduce the man hours or man.
Yes, that's what this will lead to. See, if you say AI cutting jobs, if you want to say truly, then you can say the freshers jobs will be cut because a senior guy needs 2-3 assistants, kind of, who he can guide. Instead of guiding an actual person, he will be guiding AI model and is giving it. So whose jobs are being cut?
The freshers. Jobs.
So if freshers are not getting jobs, 5 years down the line, who are the experienced guys? The same old 10-15 years old experienced guys.
Yes.
You are not training your new talent. It's like, but you can't work in the long term.
I think it's also not because in my experience, for example, I can say about EA, I can tell you about what. So from EA series, I suppose I want some page to decide. So usually I will have some idea about this requirement, and I will already have some idea about how the page should be. So if I give a prompt exactly like what I wanted, like it should be a button with the login form, it should be in the blue color, and it should be in the right side. Instead of giving that one, if I give like exactly that what I wanted, I will get exactly like the design I wanted. But that will not be the best cases. So usually I will give like a general prompt, like instead of giving like a button position and everything, I will give a general idea about the use case. Like that user is going to this page, and there should be an option to log into that this page, and we should display this message. I don't give that exactly where I wanted. It was like I just giving that freedom to that to decide how it will be. So if I give the same prompt to three models, we give 3 different designs. So I can choose that which one is best, and like maybe some design have some better alignment. So I will take that. Okay, login button, this will be good. So that kind of things, I think that experience also matters.
That's what I'm saying, because no client or no product manager gives exact requirement. Nobody gives. So if the product manager client can give exact requirement, then they know it's senior resource. The junior can take same exact requirement, he'll type here, you'll get it. But this never happens, right? So this cannot happen. They are interdependent. That will never happen. If you want to correlate this to automotive industry, so 6 years down the line, everybody said we have self-driving car. We can do it. Are they able to do it? No. So 6 years or 7 years down the line, what did they say? We cannot have fully self-driving car, but we'll give ADAS that is intelligent. That is equivalent to having an assistant. ADAS is nothing but assistant. Say vibe coding A is equivalent to full self-driving car, and like co-pilot giving to the senior resource is like having an ADAS. So this is not achievable. This looks good, but it's far-fetched. You can't achieve it because you need a lot of data and there are a lot of other parameters to achieve it. So, and too much of cost to implement it. So what do? Because industry at the end of the day needs money. It's about the profit and loss educate. So instead of achieving this, it's too complex, too much time consuming and money consumption. You give an ADAS which is intelligent and very supportive to the driver who is driving. Same you can apply it here. Can we achieve this? Yes, in future, but don't know when. Give ADAS. Same with give co-pilot to senior resources. He will do it a very good job. Fully vibe coding and the CEO does not need engineers. He can do it or not. It's like self-driving.
So you mean to
They can
say
achieve.
that here I just observe one point, so I just want to ask. You mean to say that AI model is as much as codependent as a senior architect or architect whomsoever?
Yes, because senior architect is the one who drives. Because when these executive guys who sit on there and say, I want this product, they don't know what are the technical limitations, how to drive it. They only know in terms of on paper profit and loss if you solve this problem. The technical guy does not know which problem to solve. The executives know which problem to solve and which problem brings them money. So they will define the problem and they will ask the technical guy to fix that problem. That is how they earn money. Now there is a gap between this, right? So it is very rare to have an executive guy who knows technical limitations or how technically implement it. There are two different responsibilities, right? So they will mostly not overlap. So this guy gives a problem, this technical guy will resolve it. When this bridge is shortened or not existent, then the vibe coding can do it. But this bridge not exist, the probability is very less.
Which is not possible actually.
That's what I am saying. If this bridge does not exist, executive guy and this technical guy are merged into one, then the vibe coding can give you 100% result. This is my perspective.
I think maybe in the future, maybe in the next year or something, AI with an assistant to headquarters, I think. Like, so even Microsoft and everyone is in person employed to give the key to the first implementation, encoding and everything. So we have to adopt it and how to help the coding to help improve our actions and everything. Then I think some areas I think AI will improve in the next years, like what do you say, like model accuracy and everything.
So the thing is, whatever today that we are watching for this co-pilot AI models, all this has started 10 years ago. So whatever started like 3-4 years ago or 5 years ago, we should be expecting results from them actually. So that's how I think. Maybe that's how the implementation will be in the future.
It can, because if you take in terms of Tesla or Waymo is doing in California, maybe few cities that it is doing it. It is very accurate in that cities,
In
but it is not expanding to the other cities, right? Even Tesla is doing in the US. What about other countries? The accuracy is very less. So now everybody is selling AI can do everything. So they built LLMs and the LLM can do everything. Then it become too computationally expensive that they are building SLMs, short language. But LLM can do everything. That was their dream, right? LLM will do everything. But when you start building it, it is becoming too computationally expensive, right? You can't run it in normal systems because take parameters like 3 billion, 20 billion, 50 billion. You cannot run in a normal GPU. So what are they doing it? Build SLMs. That is what embedded systems or SoCs used to do earlier. SoC, you have normal processors that can do everything, but it is not efficient. So that is how for a specific case you use SoCs, right? That will do only that specific task, and it was very efficient. If you can say this processor can do that level accuracy or efficiency, it can't. So, but people aspire for it, right? That's how they aspire for LLMs. LLM can do everything. No, it is not doing it efficiency for individual tasks. So they came down to just like associates, they came to SLMs
SLMs.
and building for small. So I'll have multiple SLMs. That is equivalent to saying one big guy can't do everything, so build small guys. That was even capabilities. Small guys. You can't aspire it to be big.
Even for the car and everything now is upgrading.
So this part I don't know actually. Okay, please.
For example, like a voice assistant and everything in the car, which is if you are a solo traveler, everything it will be help to keep an and like give a company. What do you think? When you are driving a car, for a long trip and everything, if you have any company to ask questions or like a friendly chat, it will be help, and also it will be we can tell that how much distance, like instead of using that map and everything, we can ask the assistant to handle it, and the kind of things they are implementing nowadays. Maybe in the future, maybe after 1 or 2 years, I think that even for the car or not really car, in almost every system we are using, AI will be integrated. I think. What do you think? Like even within the French, they are integrating AI.
I don't know.
So before going to that, yes, before going to that, could we please conclude a whiteboard? Like
Conclude.
He wants to extend it.
It's like sarcastic comment. Last podcast, we were talking about life in Hyderabad. So me and Lokesh are talking something. Wait. We didn't conclude. About rent, we didn't conclude. Conclude. We never conclude things, right? We just talk.
conclude, right?
Then I was checking Sandeep. When I check, he opened ChatGPT. Everything is there. Conclude. We did not conclude about rent. So in Hyderabad, Bangalore, we don't conclude anything. We simply talk. That's it. Okay.
No, I don't understand. Who in the right mind keeps talking to their car? I don't know.
Well, that is their dream, right? Like Xiaomi, MI is doing it. Apple is bringing the Apple car. Google is already trying to do that with Google. Now Gemini will come into cars.
Yeah. See,
Now Rivian announced that they are going to have their own assistant in their car.
everybody has their assistant. That whoever is driving is speaking to assistant. He does not have any human context.
No, like solo car.
Yeah, solo. That's what. See, why is he traveling solo? Because he does not have any companion or a group to travel with. But that is what all the first world countries are trying to do. People are not having kids. Please go into relationship. Please have kids. Please maintain social contacts. This is what all the first world countries are trying to do. And then you build a solution that you can live alone. What's the point?
No, it's not meant for that, but it became like that.
This is a solution that you need and what the solution that you want are two different things.
It's like her movie.
Yes.
Finally, that realization will come.
2013 release.
Finally, that realization will come that okay, this is just AI.
That is good for marketing or gimmicks, but you can't use that in real life. See,
But
that is equivalent to we have this controls, right? Everything used to be like you can use Google or some assistant say raise temperature, reduce temperature,
that's what I was
change
about to
sound, all this. Then they were told they give touch screens, everything they are giving touch. Now they realized it is very risky. It is better to have physical buttons. Now all the cars are going back to giving physical buttons. So you can try it. That's what I'm doing. All these kind of things will look good for gimmicks, and that's so this can only happen for maybe.
what do you think about assistant like Jarvis is assistant for Iron Man, right? That kind of assistant. Not like you talk with it in a solo drive, not like that. But when you're driving, you want to suddenly check, or you want the assistant to plan your trip in such a way that this petrol pumps here, or there's a nice place here. You do
Yeah,
like that.
That will look good temporarily. So what will happen? See, for that to happen, it should know a lot of data about you. Okay, that means it is collecting a lot of data about you. Now we are getting a lot of data privacy loss because in Iron Man third part, what will happen? Someone will hijack this, or Ultron will hijack it, and the AI itself is attacking the main guy. But this is what the big corporations will do.
That is there.
If you take any big hero movies, like hero will abandon all this new AI stuff and everything, will take up some old car that does not have any electronics and go living in that, because big corporations, everybody can track you what you are doing and how you are doing and where you are everything. That means you are selling yourself for your convenience.
Assuming you have a in-house in-car system where it doesn't. The
It's not
idea.
possible.
I'm asking about the idea. How is it like good or bad?
That's what I mean. The idea is good if you are a solo guy who does not have any partner, you don't have any friends, If you are a lone introvert, alone guy, you can do it.
Anyway, Google is collecting all your data.
Yes.
For now, there is no.
Yes.
So then it's possible, right? It can come in the near
It
future
can come.
without.
It can come, but
It
the
will be like
outcome will be
permanent only.
similar to Ultron. What it is doing, it is good. You can do it. The outcome will be like Ultron.
But anyway, they are doing it.
It will be all these things will become at cost, like privacy. So even if you use the Google Assistant, they will, so that the privacy is also concerns. Like what are they we are talking in that home and everything. They are getting the data collected, and that will be perfect problems in future. Right? And now they're planning to implement one some
Yeah.
application by default in that mobile phones. So
You are
it will
apolitical.
be
Very apolitical.
Yeah.
yeah, it will be affect like
No, we are not talking about politics, but only about privacy.
Because see, so when Google was collecting data, all the androids were collecting data. What does Apple say? We will not collect your data. So you are safe. So 5 years down the line, what happened? Siri is not as intelligent as Google or something. So what did Apple do? After 5 years, we are not collecting data. It is now going to Google and say you build an assistant for us, so that is actually intelligent. So Apple end of the day, after 5 years, 6 years, is going to Google and say, I will collect data. I will not collect, but I can divert all their eavesdropping to you. So you listen to all these guys. So Apple can still say that I am not listening to you, I am not tracking you, but Google is still showing Google as the evil king. It's like it will give sense of that you can eavesdrop onto all the Apple users. So for you to be intelligent, you need to eavesdrop into everybody. That is nothing but data collection. Without data, you can't have an intelligent. That is a paradox that we have, and you have to be ready to accept that they are taking our data to give us a good solution. If you are not ready to give data, you cannot expect an intelligent assistant to you. So the question is, are you ready to give your data?
He's already giving the data.
Yeah, we are already giving data to everyone.
Yeah, you are giving data, but is your company ready to give their source code and everything to them to build?
Some companies are, some companies are not.
So it can look secure on the initial phase when you check. We will say we have servers deployed in your location, everything. End of the day, there still is their server, so they can take it. So you can project as if they are safe, but they are not.
It's like that. There's a what do we call robo series, like one of the
No, I
series.
was coming to Rajnikant Robo movie or take Ultron or her movie. All the AI stuff you take, it is backstabbing the hero. In all the movies that you
Terminator.
check. Everything. So tell me one good movie where not just good, where the AI is actually helping the hero for a very long time and not backstabbing him, not after 10, not after 20, or not after 50 or 100 years. Just nothing, right?
Then if you write like that, there's no good story, right? So,
No, at least write a story where that has happened. You can't.
yeah, that is true.
See, when humans with emotions are itself backstabbing another human,
There's
then
no
a
movie
AI
like
without emotions, why will it not backstab?
But in case of Ultron, Jarvis was inside to save. Okay, don't tell.
So, even if you take a lot of examples, not just now, back in 2019, they built a game where, a small game where you have food and you have poison, you have 5 to 10 bots. It told when they asked to survive, it was good. They are sharing food, they are not going to poison, and they are surviving. When it came to survival, only you can survive. Then bots were showing poison as good to the other bots,
So that it will all
so only
die.
it can survive. So this was back then in 2019 or something, 2018. Now if you take the latest stuff, even that is happening. So there are a lot of experiments where the AI is blackmailing the engineer that it will leak its secrets or the other stuff. So this actually happened situations.
Yeah.
So when it is happening, how can you believe it?
we were talking about that while coding and everything, right? But nowadays, I think in future, some of the fields where AI won't replace is like that the jobs replace that handler, right? something like plumbing or cooking or something like that. Uh, so what do you think about that? If you can replace that in cooking and everything.
Now it can replace cooking because you see a lot of AI cookers now, right? You put ingredients in designated slots, it will cook something for you and give. And then waiters,
Robots are there.
robot waiters are there. So all this physical labor it can. It's actually the intelligent stuff that it cannot replace.
Okay, good. So you have explored too many food options in Korea, Hyderabad explored, right? So what do you think, like the culture difference and the food differences in Korea, Kerala, Hyderabad, Mysore, and Dubai? Like, what do you think? Like, what are the food options? What do you prefer?
I prefer everything. I like food. As long as it is food,
That's
it's
not
fine
like
for me.
that way. It's like the food exploration. Like you like to explore that food and cafes and everything. So in Korea, that's a different kind of cuisines and everything.
So because it's for you, if you order one item, he'll give a lot of side dishes. It's like very different from Indian food. There, if you want to, we can actually tweak the food that we are eating. Food is basically mildly spicy if you want. Then you have kimchi and all this stuff that is already spicy. If you want to make your food spicy, you can eat more kimchi, add more kimchi, becomes more spicier. Or you have like hot pots where you will be having, you can cook your own food and then eat on the table. So if it's same thing, if you do it here, they will say in home also I'm cooking. Even after coming to restaurant, I only have to cook and eat. So there's no point here. So it's not feasible in India kind of.
But when you move from here to Korea for the first time, for that, in the professional purpose, how you adapted that food and everything that because it's entirely different from India.
Yeah,
Right?
different because I am open to other food options. Even I used to cook my lunch, my own lunch. So that was fine for me. I think it's only me and Navin who tried office food very frequently in Korea. I think me and Navin bought coupons for lunch. We have to buy coupons. It's only me and Navin who bought coupons and were eating there every day. I don't think anyone else was eating. It was untrue.
The irony is the person who is leaving the company is asking about all these
He wanted to know about food. That's it.
Because he
how
cannot
Korean,
travel
how
now.
we adapted. So
Because he cannot travel now, right?
But talking about Korea, so
he's thinking. Sorry, continue. Sorry.
talking about Korea, so last time we were planning to go for 4 weeks movie. So he was there to Korea before. So he said that 4 days, 3 theater experience was good there. So we went to one Lion King movie or somewhere in Bangalore for 4 days experience. He actually some Top Gun Maverick something in Korea. It's like it was in
Like extra screens. You have one screen and you have to screen that are
same
extended to
thing
the
we are
sides.
expecting in India, and we went to Bangalore one theater, but it was like instead of this thing, it was there, but it's like one panel will be there, then some cut, then one panel will be there, some cut. It's like a SpaceX something like
ScreenX.
SpaceX.
SpaceX is Elon Musk company.
Have you watched any movie in Korea? And
Yes.
when you went there,
I watched John Wick.
John, how was
I think
In 4DX.
John Wick was not 4DX. I watched this one. Avengers.
In 4DX.
Avengers or Doctor Strange Part 2 something I watched.
Which one? Number Stranger.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Stranger.
That's his
I like that.
second or third part released. What was the last Doctor Strange part?
Madness.
I
Multiverse of Madness.
With where Wanda goes mad and
I think I watched.
multiverse.
I think you were there.
I think that I watched in 4DX.
How was it?
John Wick was not. It was good.
That's good. I think in India, I think only in Mumbai.
No, but compared to that, I liked 4D, not X. 4D in for Top Gun. Top Gun Maverick, it was good because for Avengers or other stuff, when they are fighting, the seats are just vibrating, or when they are going into ice, they are like mist that they are throwing, or some smoke to imitate the snow that is happening there. But for Top Gun, so whenever he was like taking off or landing, the seats were in sync and then going up like this. So you were kind of immersed. So when the jet is on the runway, it's going and taking off, so your seats slowly go. So you are kind of immersed into this. So it is in sync with what is happening there. Maybe for car racing scenes you can maybe because a turn seat will turn like this. Then maybe it is kind of
Maybe
immersive.
F1 might have given a great experience.
But
We
not
don't have
for
4D.
action cinema.
But he was
Yeah.
he's sharing the experience at Korea only, right?
4D, not 4DX. 4D. Not X, screen X. I'm talking 4D.
Extended screen is not good. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
Avatar is released here in IMAX, but in Hyderabad, I don't think there are any IMAX screens. which you can watch. Right?
But I suppose it's better not to watch.
It's IMAX.
It used to be, I think,
What to watch? What?
IMAX
Movie.
is gone.
Even
That
the
is
open
good.
trailer.
We went yesterday.
Big screen.
Huh?
We went yesterday.
Oh, it was good. Oh,
How was second part for you?
I didn't watch.
Did you watch how was it second part?
Kind of what was good.
Yeah, watch third part. Your perception will change.
Why?
I can't tell spoilers, right?
But it will say that is better than this.
No, there is connection. Why they made second part is because of third part.
This is how now Telugu movies are like making
No, it's
multiple
like
parts.
they are putting so much effort into the visuals and all, right? It will be long. If they want to make it one movie, it will be like 7 hours more. It's kind of like they made it 2 parts.
But okay.
I don't say it was bad. Kind
The
of-
expectation compared to first part.
Oh, because in the first one it was too new, right?
Yeah.
So the world and all that, you are
Exactly.
like mesmerized and say, what did he do?
Yeah.
Because when no, for second part you are used to it, then you'll not get that kind of excitement. Right?
Exactly.
So
Same.
that
That's it.
is very hard to replicate. So that is one major thing. That is why people are not. Part two was not that exciting.
Also, story was not that impressive. It was
Impressive,
more
but it has to
predictable.
build. It's kind of he was building the story.
Yeah. So third part you'll see
There are
that.
two parts. That's for any movie that you take.
Like don't go for high level and go for normal PVR and watch.
Because you have to build the
3D.
story and then have the story.
In short,
That's
in
all.
any franchise, whatever franchise that you take in movies, if a particular world has already been created, and if you are making second part of for it, no, we generally are not
Avengers.
much that excited.
How about Avengers?
Avengers first part, yes, I
Avengers
agree with
is
that.
like that.
I mean, like first part, even most of the people will say the Avengers first part is the favorite part.
Did you see the teaser of the next one? Doomsday? Captain America?
That's what, like, if you consider Avengers the first part,
No, like next one. Did you see?
no.
Oh, yesterday we saw. Very nice.
Oh, they actually. Oh, okay.
I
They
thought some
actually
other movie.
mentioned,
It
okay.
was like that guy, Captain America guy, holding a baby.
Ah.
Some new movie.
What
Steve
is-
Rogers will be continuing, will be coming back on Avengers Doomsday.
I don't want him.
He also lost interest.
I don't want him.
But they will bring Steve Rogers, but no Iron Man.
Hmm.
He will come as villain either.
I don't know. Like, Captain America is like manager who's not doing anything but doesn't take credit for it.
Only baby at the some
But
new
he-
movie of this guy.
But he's holding himself, like past and future.
That I don't know. It's only a baby. Like he went to the past, right? Maybe from there he will come to the future, kill Doomsday guy.
There's one movie, right? I don't remember the name. Like, he is like boy in the old life, time travel and become girl in the future. He'll time travel to back.
Predestination.
Predestination. That is mindfuck movie to watch.
I saw that.
More thing is you will have success with yourself and then you yourself are born.
Yeah.
Then you will kill yourself. Kind of.
That is worst movie.
You will not
These-
have created to
these are-
write like that. AI can't do this.
These-
AI can't do this.
These are all came from like there's some other movies that even which I mean nothing can match predestination in
Yeah,
in the
terms
in
of time
context of
travel.
traveling and all that. But I haven't watched it because every time I listen to that story itself,
No, you have to watch it. It's not like that
Now
bad.
there's one movie, right, where they take Earth from a Milky Way to the other one. Yeah, it's like the Earth is in danger, so they'll
they'll
push
carry that at
Earth to another galaxy.
Wow.
that. I think you only suggested that's a part of China movie.
Some Chinese movie was
Chinese movie. That's what you
50%.
mentioned.
There's part 2 also for it.
Some some.
I don't know the name.
You only suggested that movie to watch, but
How will they take Earth from here? They have to bring a crane and then.
No,
when you can
Because-
shrink that in Ant-Man and Wasp, you can shrink that Marvel can do that, so they can't
that's
shrink that.
simple. How do you move a body? You have jet or some propulsion. So they'll have jets towards one end of the earth, or all point in the same direction. Then
Actually, there is a movie
switch
on
all
that. They played
thrusters and then launch it. It will go traveling.
the gravity will be lost, people will be dead. That's it.
That was my next question.
They'll maintain gravity. If you can do, you build such huge rockets, can't you build
Okay.
gravity? What's with the gravity? You go to moon. There's no gravity, and you're traveling. There's no gravity, but you're still alive.
Yeah.
Then
It's not all.
you're alive because of the
You
atmosphere.
need atmosphere
But,
for
but the thing
these
is,
many people.
with respect to all this, whatever natural things, it is happening properly. That's why we are able to survive on the zero gravity. If the at the first place, if whatever the natural things, for suppose whatever we have the gravity of the Earth, the gravitational force, which is like 9.8.
See, you need gravity to hold the atmosphere, not for you to alive. You are alive because of the atmosphere. Atmosphere is held by gravity.
So even if there is a little change in that, other whatever this
Everything changes.
everything changes exactly.
Yeah, if
The machine changes.
If you are living in bunkers in the controlled environment under the earth or inside, you can still be alive, right?
No, that's I understood. Like my question was for huge amount of thing. How will you do? You already put jets and all. You can do that.
But no, it's not possible, because see, jets are applicable when they consider in the mathematical equations also that g is this much. So they consider it, then they'll try to put it into the picture.
Yeah,
No,
you
why?
can give enough force to move object. Right?
Till what extent?
You imagine
See.
that much to give that much force.
See, Earth is there not because of g equal to 9.8. It's there with the gravity that the sun is holding.
Exactly,
it.
exactly. Huh.
So, if you can
Cut the
come out
obvious,
of it.
yeah.
No, he is wondering what we are talking about. Continue.
Talk about UA, he'll come back.
No, he doesn't know what movie we are talking about. Right? He's like, oh, gravity. What are these people talking about?
But
It's not
one of
gravity.
my best experiences for the movie is the Gravity movie. Like in the end, when
It's,
she actually comes onto the earth and she starts walking on that earth.
Even though only she is there in that movie, that's very interesting. I sometimes go and rewatch that movie. They made it so well.
That's one of the best experiences. Before Interstellar, it came. If I'm not wrong, Gravity was.
You watched Loka?
Loka. I started it maybe 15-20 minutes. That's it. Whatever.
What
I
did
don't
you
know, it
like
was
in
not gripping for
Loka?
me.
I wasn't that like people are telling wow wonderful and all. I wasn't that impressed because it's like Avengers only. But the way they connected the local folklore in Kerala to that level of with backstories, and that's not easy job. It is impressive.
I don't know. I started for 15-20 minutes. I did not connect it.
No, I don't know how it got this much collection because those are like Kerala folklores like Chatan and Neeli and all is like our when we are kids they scare us like Neeli will come. It's like a ghost kind of.
No,
But that is connected for us. But I don't know how it got so much hit. and all.
Kantara is local folklore for Karnataka.
For me, Kantara is
Yeah,
like,
but that
I like
intro will be there in that, right? Telling that this is this.
So because say it's like wherever you go in the world, it's the same folklore that is there existing in the whole world
That
with
is
different
so-
names, but basic story is same.
Yeah, so that is there. Maybe that's why it got connected for people.
So
with
everybody
the
can remember,
story.
but it's just the name that is different. Because
I somehow bought it to 2025 movies. Now you have to tell.
Durandar is one of the movies that you should really watch in the theater.
watch it.
That's
They are going to one new movie from Marvel series, Avengers Doomsday.
We already talked over.
I mean, not for trailer, but
Already told. Next.
Steve, they just put a line. That's it. Steve Rogers will be in Doomsday.
They showed like from black. Suddenly some object is there. So you're coming out of it. One guy is standing. Oh, Captain America, right? He's holding one kid, baby. Okay, some new movie of this guy. And it is like just a full black. It's writing. Steve Rogers will be back in Avengers Doomsday. Then one A will come, that Avengers logo, with the timer. On March 2019. I don't think you will understand that movie because in between this I haven't seen any.
Robert Downey is there in that movie, right?
He's
Green.
supposed to be the Doomsday guy.
What is the point? I mean,
The point is nobody watched the movies in between, so the only way to survive this franchise is bring back.
Robert Downey Jr.
At least Spider-Man next movie is coming. So I'm excited
Spider-Man is
for that.
surviving because of that guy.
But that's the only thing that we connect from
I
the
forgot Tom
Holland.
Holland.
movie.
Stop or start?
How is the Eco movie?
You have
It's
to.
Echo or Eco?
It's Echo, I think.
What's the plot?
You can't say those things.
You can say the basic plot, right? Hero, heroine
That is
fighting.
no, it's not like that. That is the beauty of that. You watch it.
It's similar to, like, not similar, but it's a genre of.
If you watch
Kiskindakanda.
Kishkindakanda, it's the same writer, producer, director, cinematographer, people who took it.
Same story. Not Prithviraj, right?
Not.
Durandar is also similar to that actually.
Emburan
Uri-
came out this year.
Which one?
Emburan.
That is horrible, right? Like L2. You shouldn't
Right,
watch
because
it.
of Prithviraj.
Somehow his movies are not going good. There's a recent movie that came. It's a famous novel in Malayalam. They made it into a movie. Me and Sandeep went to watch it. We are like, why are they making this movie this long? Why is it not getting over?
To be
And they
honest,
finally cut
Loka
out
second
someone.
half I felt it in a similar way.
Loka second half.
Because why they took it so long? They for the cameos they put it. Dulkar's character is not required actually.
It
Like
is required for next part. Right?
next part it is required, but you okay? Even in the end, see you have given a little picture of him, and in the final
Which
fight,
movie?
only these people will be
That
fighting.
is preview for next one. That is post-credit scene.
Which movie?
Loka.
But
We'll
I've
give all
seen
the spoilers to
I already seen that particular part where
That is Daredevil.
Tovino Thomas and Dulquer Salman will be communicating, conversating about what will we be doing next. So those both will be sitting, and his brother, like Dulquer, will be going to kill his brother or something, or he'll be going to fight with. Sorry,
He will
So-
go for some other fight.
so Tovino Thomas is going for the fight to kill his brother.
You
In
can't
which,
reveal spoilers.
Yeah.
no, that's a YouTube one, which is
Even
available.
then
Oh,
you
the
should not.
one that came now.
Okay.
Don't tell this.
It's over YouTube.
But the way that movie, that credit scene is right. That first they'll write Loga and that stuff. You saw that, right?
I watched Zootopia.
I also watched Zootopia. I came in train, right? I watched Zootopia. It is very nice.
Zootopia
Second
2
part.
I watched.
I watched first part only. Second part not released in OTT.
It's released,
there
no?
In theatre.
It's in theaters.
In OTT, I am telling. It's gone from theater.
There's some
Right?
post-credit scene also.
No, it's in theaters.
No, still it's
I
there.
think last week I went. Last weekend.
Oh, I should plan to go.
You should have actually gone for Zootopia rather than this.
Now it is going that movie related to Amtaga's
Kantara 2.
Sanjeev. His name.
Durandara.
It was-
Already talked about them.
So, I don't know. It's a related to
Kantara
that,
Oh,
it's a related to
Kantara
Yesterday
అన్నారు,
what?
ఇంకేదో అన్నారు.
no spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers.
I think that theme related to some democracy something.
I didn't watch.
What? Theme
That is
related to-
spoiler. That is what spoiler is. That is spoiler only. Telling the plot. That is
I don't
spoiler.
know. That was basically ideas that recently in our Kerala there was some election happened. So I think it was also related to some democracy, some kind of thing.
Election is related to democracy only, right?
But I think that nowadays that AI and everything is evolving. For that election also, I think it's the best time to.
It is happening for past 10 years, right?
Wherever you go, our network follows.
Kind of things like,
Wherever you go, AI follows.
This is next topic in list. Is diverting.
no, it's after. It's like say everything is like AI now.
Nothing is
And,
here.
anyway, what I was saying that I think it was best to introduce the blockchain for voting system and to avoid that duplicate voting. Like all those things.
How?
How is this like we can introduce one unique identity for each person, for each Aadhaar card or something. Like
That is voter ID, Aadhaar card is unique only.
Even Aadhaar card we can everyone Aadhaar card, but currently
Unique
this
number,
option
right?
very fake.
Why photo is there? Aadhaar card
Not
number is
there.
there.
And then what is the rules and everything they are mentioning in the news. I think there should be some unique options instead of that Aadhaar card and everything. Everyone should have one like a kind of blockchain. If you can have some unique ID which you can.
Aadhaar is unique ID, voter ID is unique ID.
I don't think so. It's like
Same will do with blockchain.
that's why Aadhaar card is not unique. That's why they are introducing that a new identity system. I mean, they are planning a new system. New system.
That is the Aadhaar came. That is the other system.
I,
will
I
be.
think in India they have multiple identity cards. Aadhaar or this everything. I think outside India, I think everything is like one unique card.
Social security
Yeah,
number.
social security number.
Ah.
So it is unique. But in India, it's like nothing like
That is why they bought Aadhaar.
That is what Aadhaar is supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
supposed to be. It's like it's not working.
Whatever they bring, it will be same
it's
one.
not working for the government.
Yeah, but
That is why they will not bring it.
so from a technical side, if you can think about some other
You want to bring AI into this
not about
blockchain. Blockchain you want to bring into this.
something like that. Yeah, I mean, just clean examples.
I understood.
Any other options from a technical side?
But tell me one thing: maintaining this much of blockchain system, these many users, blockchain into one, not possible.
But any other options?
No.
Okay, not only blockchain.
The problem is what you can tell hundreds of solutions. They won't do. They need something where they can change. I am government, I want to remove you because you won't vote for me to move.
See, they want a system with a loophole that only they can take advantage of.
Yeah. So then there is no point.
You have power and money.
Why will you do that? You will not do
Going
that.
political, we should not cut this.
They are political.
Politicals, like technically to stick to you, we were talking this sort about
Remove power and money.
well,
If you remove it, then there is no point of discussion.
but in US and everything, I think they have like normal
Yeah.
paper wallet instead of electronic ones because they are very hacked. So I think
You have manual. These many papers will take. Bunch of papers I will put. What will you do?
Count should match, otherwise it will become
What count?
like they will count how many papers are there. If it's more or less, I mean, if it's more or less than the estimated, then
Opposition paper they will take. Put this guy's paper. What is this?
another things that the facial recognition and everything using AI.
instead of that, they did influence through Facebook.
He is trying to say something.
No, I was just saying that using AI and everything, that facial recognition, address, and all those things can be identified.
Yeah, that means your retina scan you are giving to government. Facial features you are giving to government. All these you are giving to government.
Facial and everything are like it will be unique. Right? So that will be unique, right?
Diet,
And everything.
health issues, biryani will go for biryani.
Grilled chicken is healthy.
Grill chicken,
I eat only grilled chicken.
That
grill
will
chicken is
can-
not healthy in Hyderabad.
Why?
They use palm oil, which is a reused oil kind of thing. They use oil in grilled chicken first of all. That is big problem. It's not that good.
We'll ask which oil they use.
They will say that oil this oil. In the end, it's palm oil only.
But it will burn off and then come down. Right?
Yeah, whatever it is, it's not. Once in a while is fine. Anyway, you have air fryer.
I'm eating eggs are healthy.
That is
With olive oil.
olive oil is good. You can spray olive oil also. That's fine. You should not use
Yeah,
more.
I 2 drops on each piece.
That's all.
That's what I'm using. What boroughs?
Me and Sandeep were coming from Kerala to Hyderabad via Bangalore. So we had some 6-7 hours in Bangalore. That was a
You
holiday.
had to
also.
work from home, right?
No, that was
Okay,
a
kada
holiday.
ఇది? తినొచ్చు కదా?
So what we did is we decided to go for Mohanlal's Barros movie.
Mohanlal boroughs. I thought some English animation movie boroughs. I thought.
You saw Barros movie, no, right?
I know.
So, just telling you.
Some English animation movie rabbits boroughs.
Animation is very good in Barros. I won't say it is bad. Only animation is there is the problem. Next.
That were the main topics. Yeah.
We found all topics. We covered all topics.
But
All topics over.
Not that topic, tell other topic.
that's why you put the note system. That was the buffer.
Waste.
You can ask food.
We can talk about the COVID times.
As-
COVID time. What do you think
Behavior.
about that COVID
Like
time?
food biryani.
Orchestrated medical market.
COVID time.
This is our tagline of our
He said
next
something
episode.
about AI also, similarly dumb.
Intelligent system. You prepared for all this and you.
He did not say which topic also. How do we know?
The thing
Usually
is,
we will not have any topic.
he said, I don't know anything about vibe code. He gave the complete input over
You
vibe
need to
code.
explain no what vibe
I
coding is.
explain what about
Ah.
coding is.
Widely
I
we
also
understand
don't
vibe coding is coding with AI. That's it. Literally vibe coding.
See, you know why it is called vibe. So when you are vibe coding, you simply give command. It will keep giving answers, right?
Taste.
Then you will be listening to
Biryani.
music and then
Taste.
vibing.
You can taste it.
You know, vitamin D. Mushroom.
We ate mushroom sandwich.
COVID times. During the COVID time, the work life and everything's changed, right? During the COVID time, the work life and everything's changed, right? And yeah, got some time to spend with family.
I was spending time with him.
So you're here.
What is
I was in Hyderabad.
Cut, cut.
Not that.
that only? Yeah.
It's like,
He is the editor. He is the editor.
yeah, okay. But it's like that the time that is gives some unforgettable experience. Like you are isolated from all that social media. I mean communities, and I had to stay in room, and we had to use good some extra time to yourself. During the normal times, you have to go to our office. You have to go to office, and you have to work. But during the COVID time, it's like you can stay in the room.
No, in COVID also we are going to office. In COVID also you are working.
During
Ah,
COVID time also.
we went
Work
to
is there.
office. Work is there.
But you don't have to go to office.
We went to office. We are
No, he's
already
telling
come-
about log.
Okay. Then
Lockdown we went to office, right?
Lockdown, after the first lockdown, we went there.
Before that also we went.
Before COVID, during the lockdown, few time
I
we
think
didn't
that
go.
pandemic time, that was like a first experience.
See, pandemic everything was closed. Me and Navin were staying. We used to cook at room and eat. Even then I gained weight. Okay,
When it
after that, see,
started-
listen. After that, Jyoti joined. Navin went to BT. Jyoti came to our room. He got COVID. It's like he was staying in one room. I was staying in one room. I was cooking everything, passing under the door.
But it was like a
Passing under the door.
it was like the first time you have experienced something like that, where right?
No,
No.
no.
They
But
have
you had
given
lockdown
that,
before.
Lockdown and everything. This kind of thing was first time.
I suggest you to remove the mic and then have food.
Now you are telling after completion.
Okay. And
That's okay. This lockdown and everything was first time for you, right? Like, how did you feel? Like, first time they said that you should not go outside, and
All the sound will come.
everything should be open between spaces. If you want to food or something, you have to go to only on. If you want to go to, if you want to buy something, you have to go only specific time. And all those things were like completely new to you. Right? How did you feel first time? Like then they introduced this lockdown.
Sandeep is very good at interviewing.
There's nothing, I think.
Nothing. You didn't feel nothing.
No.
What next question should be there?
so what we used to do, we used to play games.
See, it's like you have holidays, summer holidays in the college. What will you do? Wake up late in the morning, eat food, sleep, watch movie, play game, sleep. This is your schedule in summer holidays, right? This is what we did in COVID also. What difference is there?
Do you remember he joining Call of Duty during COVID? You remember that?
One guy, some Kerala guy joined.
That is him only. It
Yes.
seems. I don't know that it is him.
So this during the COVID time, he used to play PUBG, right?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Call of
I think before we met, we used to play together. And
You don't remember it's him, right? Not you, not your.
Some guy played.
Some other guy.
Eh?
Some other guy. Not you.
no,
Not you. No.
you and Navin
No.
and other
You, Navin and
Saho.
Rahul Sahu.
Saho got it.
other colleagues. Okay, and four people used to play the Call of Duty or something. That time I think they introduced you. I think it's Call of Duty online.
He doesn't remember. I also don't remember.
Hey, how good is it?
I don't remember. No.
Don't remember the names.
Saho and
I mean, we used to play a lot of games. Right? Which one is your favorite? And how you what is the most interesting part of the games? Like, have been playing with your friends.
I think we started playing online with Call of Duty. I tried PUBG but I did not like it. Like too unprofessional. Call of Duty was professional. We were wearing uniforms and then playing. The professional
PUBG
environment.
was too difficult to like, too much chaos. Call of Duty was more organized.
Organized, yeah, kind of.
Done. He's asking about what other games you played.
The one that was exciting for me was Max Payne.
Max Payne.
Max
That is
like
an old game. Right?
old game like that. It's like you will be jumping like this in slow motion and then shooting.
Yeah.
Till then it was like simply fighting, shooting and all this.
Mostly
Max
the
Payne is
night.
like slow motion, you will be jumping like this and then shooting.
Mostly in the night, in the abandoned.
You don't have mic, don't speak.
So that was
Good mic
exciting
then.
for me. Other than that, it's like
Mobile game, PC.
PC. Laptop. Then I played Mafia. Mafia was like 1980s, 1960s. They like old cars, old guns. That was too slow in
Like
my laptop.
GTA 3 kind of.
No, it's like this felt more kind of not like little bit realistic than GTA kind of. Like similar open world, but
Did you play
in open
Freedom
world.
The story wise.
It's like open world, similar to GTA. You can do. It's not like completely into the mission. You can do. You have a lot of free time to do something else. And drive around and do stuff. Open world, but good because it has some more structured. Etc. They are more structured than GTA.
Okay. Open world, but more structured than GTA. Okay.
It's not like free like GTA and not constricted like a story mode thing.
Okay. Understood. You have to switch it on.
It's not on.
No.
Previously also not
Now
on.
it's on.
Now I bought
Sound came something.
Yeah, I don't know what.
RDR2.
In
RDR.
between, you didn't play any other game.
I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I tried other versions of Assassin's Creed. That was not interesting, but Valhalla I like.
Then you were playing on a game where you ride jeep in some muddy area. Kind of thing. Your old laptop.
Hello.
No.
Crisis I played. Not this one.
Crisis is also
In
on.
between, you play after GTA 5, you played one game.
After GTA.
In old room only, you were playing.
I remember
That has multiple parts like this. 3-4 parts are there. You are playing one of the parts.
Far Cry.
Far Cry.
Ah.
Far Cry 3 or something.
Far Cry was. I started with Far Cry 3. 3 I finished. 4 I don't remember. I started 5. Then
It's
I started
fast
6. 5 I did not finish. 6 also I did not finish. I just played half kind of. Part 3 was good because it was like new for me, open world. Good. 4 I think I finished. 3 and 4 I finished. Not sure. I don't remember 4 exactly, but 5 and 6 are like half of them. It is good. With
Yes,
my
yes.
current laptop, I can play with some good resolution.
So how is RDR2?
Tier 2 is like slow because I'm still in the beginning.
It will be very slow for very long time.
Slow, but it's still good. But it's like you need to spend a lot of time because we don't have summer holidays or COVID break now. We can't play at that slow pace
And married
with kids. So we can't.
kid.
We have a lot of responsibilities. Can't.
That is why it feels more slow.
There's no skip button for the stories. Will it be there?
It's
Not
there,
about-
but they put more effort into the stories. The story is actually good. Dialogues and all are nice.
It's not just about skipping the story. You have to play that mission, right? Yeah. So you have to. It's not about story. You can skip the story, but in GTA 5 or all the other games or Far Cry, you will be driving around in car, right? So if you're traveling from point A to point B, you're going fast in a car or a jeep. Here you're going on a horse. So the pace at which you are going from point A to point B is slower. So you can't skip in that travel. You will be speaking with your like other team members in the group. You'll be speaking, so you can't skip that actually. So that is time consuming. You're going from point A to point B. It's slow pace or a horse.
There's also another problem. Like they put lot of effort into the story, right? They have a big script and all. So there is like back to back missions. You can't stop in between. You can't save.
Yeah,
I had to play for 2 hours continuously.
RDR.
RDR2. It's like
RDR2.
you went from point A to point B and halfway you stopped in the mission. To close the game, you have to play from the beginning again.
Yes.
So all this you have to play again.
You can't stop it. No, this is like back to back missions. So you can't.
So they are
I had to play
interlinked.
2 hours.
There are
to
no
get-
checkpoints, you mean to say.
in between the, I don't know whether it's actually there. We can't take the risk and stop right after 3 weeks.
Because I stopped in between once or twice, then I had to play
yeah.
from the beginning. That is
It's like a Wild West kind of thing, like cowboy horse kind of thing. So you have to, it's like empty land. You have to go in horse
So the
to one place to
world was
nothing
good.
in between.
They built it good. So it's like the micro expressions or the micro movements of the trees or horse or something. It's like good. It's like you're immersed, but at a slow pace. not
Rockstar
like-
games only.
We
So,
played
Rockstar games. Okay.
Division 2, right? In that is like fast paced. You're
Yes.
even though you're running for a very small time. Then you're shooting someone. Then you're involved,
Task is
right?
getting completed very quickly.
So when you're shooting or you're playing that game at high, when you're shooting, you'll get that panic, right? That you are dying or your heart rate is too high. You're too much immersed. So that when you're too much immersed, it can go on for 10-15 minutes. When your heart rate is high, for 10-15 minutes you'll be playing, and
Okay.
you don't know that
Yes,
15
yes.
minutes has passed because you're too much immersed into the game. But here you can leisurely ride your horse and go from here to there slowly. It's not like fast pace. So you know that time is going very slow.
Yes, I
So
understand.
if you play for 1 hour, you know that you have played for 1 hour. But in fast-paced games, you feel that you have played for 15 minutes, but you actually played for 1 hour. So the difference of how the time is relative to you, right? That is different.
Mr. Song suggested this game. He was like, please hold on. It will get interesting. Please hold on.
Did it get?
You not read the-
In between, something happened. But
It's
he's
like
playing right. I
you
can't
have
play
a
spoilers.
huge action movie where the whole first half is character building, then you have the actual plot.
Yeah.
So you have to hold on to this character building to reach that action part, right?
Okay.
Something like that. So few games are like that.
Something like
Is-
that.
And during our office times, we used to play the MX. During our office time, during lunch breaks.
Not during office time. Break time.
Lunch break times. We used to play that.
For 15-20 minutes, we used to play for a couple of games.
Some other games was there. But with AMS.
That foosball.
So I think that MMS was one of the best things. I think I'm also missing that part.
But you are not playing nowadays.
Now we are not
We haven't.
Oh, dedicated employees.
Draw you.
does not have it.
What?
Foosball.
Not foosball, Among Us.
Among Us. No, because the team is busy in working in lunchtime, right?
We are trying to play Pictionary right now.
Everyone is busy. Like,
We are trying to play Pictionary now.
Even.
Draw and then guess.
Not now, like prayer.
Oh, that game, Scribble.
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 And not only me.
Sandeep is busy.
But I'm not busy but still. And the next day we will put some back and then come back. And then
In 1.5 months, you will only be missing in the company. In 1.5 months, you will be not in the company, right?
You also.
That's 2 months.
So of this only I will be there in the company then.
I think only two different difference between us. That's it.
But next 2 days, sir.
Basically,
That's
the scenario here is
More than that.
whoever in this podcast will not be in the.
Oh, fine. Okay.
Whoever in this podcast are there, they're slowly be going out of the company.
We started the podcast after I moved the company, so don't put
Exactly.
that blame on me.
So first you.
So you jinxed it. You moved company then started it. So he left.
He left.
No, then he joined. He left. I
If
just
you like,
joined.
you have to like that I am influencing you people.
Yeah, you jinxed it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Let's see that what is going to
Huh?
Not only you are changing what else? Game.
like I can start.
Sandeep is busy what today.
It's like philosophical.
We'll see what we can do.
Like the resistance times. But it's like that. I don't know if I'm supposed to say, but that all Infosys and everything we are restricted that like lunch time breaks. And so I think after that we just work and come back. And our continue with us.
Because we need mental peace. This much work pressure. We need rest.
We see that if it's in the future, we can spend some time and start with the stress. Then we can join on like so we have covered a lot of topics in this few heights. Not few hours, like
Few hours only. Few hours only. Few days, sir.
few hours, few minutes.
Few minutes, sir. Few minutes. Few hours. It were recorded for.
Few seconds.
Yeah. Okay, it's like we started from our.
Firstly, did you check it is recording? It is recording. Did you check it?
Anyway, end it after that. We'll see. No, continue.
Then the close.
From our job experiences interview.
Don't follow.
Life balances.
Work-life balance. Very.
Like work life.
Work life. Okay.
Work and life.
Work and life.
And we covered the music, movies, food, traveling, and everything. And just nice to talk to you. Thanks to come to your.
Thank you for coming, joining us. Please join in more podcasts.
Thank you, producer, for paying for the food.
Producer. We'll show producer Sandeep in the end.
I think until the next time, maybe in the next sections or like any upcoming podcast, we will invite you one more time. Maybe we can join.
Not one more time. Frequently
You can
come.
join us anytime. Like, whenever you're
Always.
I know.
Always. Sir.
I know you're a family. We know we are a family man. But still, if you get time, feel free to join us anytime. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
감사합니다.
So,
That's from that's it from our
She already told thank you. We are like going to step. No, we have to conclude.
Okay.
Done.
So that's from our today's episode. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are still drinking in this?
Sorry?
Mine got opened like this. So I can't drink. It's actually good, right?
Peach tea, right? Peach tea only.
Peach cold brew.
Reached what?
Cold brew.
I was thinking, like, what are the topics? What are the topics? But this guy nailed it. The best part is he is taking the discussion in a very interesting way.
You saw Agash video in YouTube.
No.
Every office gang has this guy, this one person. So you people are watching. Lot of other people are watching.
This guy.
This guy is not this guy. Hari is talking in front.
You didn't get the video, okay?
Ah,
Rahul
yes,
sent. He saw.
I said Rahul was in it.
No. That is first video.
Ah.
This one he is a day
He
before
posted
yesterday.
Varanasi movie also, teaser that you watched on theater.
Teaser he watched.
Ah.
I thought movie he already watched.
So we know that we have explored too many food options in Korea, Kerala, and Hyderabad.
I
And
can't start with wipe coding.
like that.
Navin, are we doing it now?
I think.
I told him that only.